Hell, it is. It is your boy. Actually, it's your boys. It's me, the board certified fantasy football and all sports guru, right alongside the sidekick. It's that time of year, you crazy kids. It
It's
is.
draft day, baby.
It is the
It's
NFL
draft day.
2023 NFL draft. We are here. My man is live from the Mill Street Pub.
I don't know why you can't get the name right. I don't understand.
That's
Fucking
on
Sonny,
purpose.
fucking Sonny Weaver over here. Always telling jokes. Always telling jokes.
What did you just go?
Exactly. Don't make me go into the Christopher Walken just yet. Like, let's
No,
wait
please
until
don't. Like for us, please don't.
Daryl. You know. There it is. There's the face. All
That's
right.
what my mother says to me. It makes me itchy. It makes me itchy. Shout out to my cousin down there in Philly, Jerome.
Jerome.
I know
Jerome.
you'll be here soon.
Is he out of jail yet or what? Is he? He's out.
Yo, stop. Listen, man.
Hey,
When he gets
I
up,
know
when he
how
gets up,
I know how things are in Czechoslovakia. Tell him it's tough in them streets. Oh, so, sorry,
you know what? When he gets up, I'll let you ask him that question.
Germantown, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna send this out live in a second to certain people because I want to thank one of our new sponsors, India Rosa, one of the hottest spots in Montreal. It is maybe without question, I mean this sincerely, the most gorgeous restaurant in Montreal, and it's high end Indian food if you like it. They have a lot of atmosphere, and rumor is they have the Lee Love Experience getting ready to play there live this summer.
That sounds exciting. And for all you out there that are planning on heading in there to take part, it's a limited engagement. We all know Daryl lasts about 2 to 3 months at all of his jobs. So get in while you can because the sponsors will be changing.
That really is not that is not fair at all, B. That wasn't right, man.
We all,
It's
Susie,
kind of true, but it's
Allison,
not right.
Ryan, even Jerome. I mean, we all know what's going on. It's okay. You got 2 months to enjoy this. What is it? Indian food? Butter chicken.
Highest
I'll tell you
end.
what-
No, come on. Tiki Marcella. We got Alu Gobi. We got Chana Marcella. We got onion bhaji. We got handmade beautiful samosas. All for you and the
Hopefully
family.
some Imodium for the caramel colored one. Oh, he's buffering. He's buffering.
Actually, I'm sending. All right, that's you buffing, B. That's you. Look at him. Look at him. Fix it, B. He's over there inside of a pub, and look, he got no Wi-Fi in Vancouver. Cut it out, B. I'm sitting here live right now. You're sitting there frozen. Yeah, leaving him. Come back. Exactly. He's back. He's back. Listen, this
You were
might be a
buffering.
recurring thing.
You were. It was you. Were you buffering or was I? Because I
That
don't
was
know.
you. You were sitting there frozen while I was talking to the people.
Daryl, you're the king of buffering. We all know this. Ryan can validate. Anyways,
That was
I
you.
apologize.
Apparently, they don't pay their bills over there at Mill Street. Pub.
Mill Street Pub, yeah.
So make it work, B. Make it work.
I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to pay you back on free Wi-Fi. This is fucking. I'm a true brother's talk today. Just,
So that's how we're doing it. Listen, we're merely almost minutes away.
anyone who has watched football at Daryl's house knows I'm not telling jokes.
You know what? You know what? First of all, you've never been here. Stop telling the rumors that are in the streets because Ryan Weeks is over here lying at people. Ryan,
I've seen the video. There's multiple people in your house.
in fact, I'm going to send it
Talking-
out to him right now. He's going to tell me like he's acting like, oh, I can't watch it now, dog. I'm at work, cuz. Shut up.
Hey, Ryan, don't listen to this guy. He's a clown.
The
Niners and
insecurity
Vikings,
chief.
baby.
He
By
is
the way-
the insecurity chief.
Okay, you know what? Let's jump the queue. I want to move to the 26th pick in the draft.
Whoa, that's a great pick. If the Cowboys
wanna
were
know.
there at 26,
I want to know what are your most pressing needs? What are you going to do? Are you going to trade up? Are you going to trade down? Are you going to stay in the position?
I
And if so,
100%.
who are you taking?
Listen, I 100% believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to actually move up in this draft, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of fear coming from one team, and that's Philly. A lot of people don't realize Philly has 2 picks in this draft. So, and they're a team that over the last few years have been draft maniacs. They built a really, really good squad that they have now, and they got a lot of, there's a lot of things they can do with those 2
The
picks.
cream of the NFC East, the top dog in the NFC East, those Philadelphia Eagles. Good squad, good team, good leadership, good management.
May I finish?
Are you buffering? Oh, sorry. I thought you were buffering again. You're
May I
like,
finish, sir?
okay.
You asked me a question. First of all, I don't think the Cowboys are going to be there 26. I actually think the Cowboys are going to move up. If there's a shot,
And are we moving up at B? Are we talking about Bijan?
I think we're talking about Bijan. I don't necessarily want Bijan. I really don't.
Shut up. You would
and I'll tell
love
you
it.
what.
I'll call it right now. If Dallas picks Bijan, this man is going to take his shirt off. There's going to be some caramel-colored titties on the fucking screen tonight because this guy is going to lose his mind. Just
I
saying.
wouldn't exactly
Just
say
saying.
no to that maybe happening, but it's not going to happen today. But I'm okay. Here's the thing. I know there's no way Bijan's going to end up there at 26. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No.
And
He may
to
not
be
even.
honest,
You guys are going to have to trade up. Like it's.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he gets out of the top 10. Like Atlanta, Philly.
he's definitely going to Philly. If he's there at 10, Philly's taking him. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, he's not even in need for Philly, but I think they're going to grab him.
What are you talking about? Miles Sanders is gone. He's absolutely in need. The number one
We
need
talked
for
about
me in
this
Philly is
before.
running back.
Philly is running back by committee.
Yeah, but Bijan becomes running back by Robinson.
Facts. Facts.
It's over if he
Facts.
goes there.
Facts.
And you got Kenny Gainwell, and I don't know if Boston Scott's still there, whoever else is on that carousel. But if Philly gets Bijan Robinson, that's
We knew earlier this week that there was talk about Philly doing some craziness and going out and getting the king today. So Derrick Henry's still up in the air for most
no.
teams.
Derrick
He
Henry's
might
not
even be up
going
in the
nowhere.
air.
Derrick Henry's not going nowhere
Why do you say that?
because Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry. You already lost AJ Brown. You made a mistake. You got rid of AJ, right? You fucked up. You're
Right.
not going to make a mistake twice and lose the other crown jewel in your offensive fucking crown. It ain't happening.
Yeah, you do if you're rebuilding and you're starting from
You're not
the-
rebuilding though, man. They got a decent team down there in Tennessee. So no, that's why what you said. If D Hop is actually in play for the Titans,
Yeah, well, yeah.
but the problem too is though, yeah, you get D Hop, or you're talking about Burks, whoever's there catching the ball. You still got fucking Malik Willis and Tannehill throwing the ball.
True.
They might be in play for a quarterback. So,
True.
and again, the reason I brought up Dallas on pick number 26 is because I wanted to talk about quarterbacks. I think it's time that they move on. I think Dak Prescott is done. And sorry, Dak Prescott.
You
And
had to go there?
No, and I just think that you got to go with someone else now, man. You got a good team down there. I mean, it's not San Francisco good, but they're decent. And sorry,
Let me-
Daryl's taking notes right now because he's had 6 months to prepare for the draft show, and right now he's on Yahoo, getting the top 10 list.
I'm
from all
sending the
best-
word out that we're on. Listen, let me explain something to you right now, sir, in depth and to your face. Why do you actually? I don't believe it for a second. Why? By the way, Dak Prescott right now, the most tenured quarterback in the NFL. Congratulations.
What does that mean? Most tenured, most turnovers. Oh, most turnovers. Yeah.
Why are you bringing up old shit, man?
How does a guy miss a quarter of the season and he leads the league in interceptions?
Because he didn't have an offensive line and they got rid of his. Can we talk about this for a second? I mean, we did all last year. They got rid of our number one receiver. He wasn't throwing the ball to anybody. Calm down, B.
I'm okay,
And
I'm
he's
calm.
still won a
Still
playoff
what?
game. He's still.
What do you mean want to play? Not against San Francisco.
I didn't say that. I said he won a playoff game because the knock on Dak was you can't even win a playoff game. Apparently he can be, and apparently he did. And to everybody that was there, let me call names in the street: Susie, Randy, Mandy, Ryan. All of you were there for the game. So let's relax a little bit. Go inside and realize that it's not that issue.
Okay. Well, what happened when you played San Fran? Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan.
Can't remember
Debo.
that far back.
Exactly.
By the way, what's up, cousin Jerome?
Was Jerome here?
I think he is. I think he dropped in and said hi. Oh, there he
cousin.
is. He's there. What's up, Jerome?
What's up, Jerome?
Yo,
How you doing?
he's talking garbage about you again, B. Talk to this fool.
Dude, it's so easy. It's so easy. By the way, I can't see the comments because I don't care about that shit. I'm in real time.
No, he's here. He said he's here.
Do we have the phone lines tonight?
No, I didn't do the phone lines tonight because there's too much
Didn't pay the bills. Okay, that's okay.
and
We'll
my,
go-
other, my other system's in the shop. So, but cousin Jerome is here. He's live in the building. He said something about they haven't taken a running back since
Since Zeke.
86 in the first round. So I think he's talking about Philly. But he also said that Philly was making noise about Bijan. So I think they did want to make a play for him. I personally believe Philly wants Bijan. I personally believe that.
No, I do too, but I think them picking at 10, that might be too late. If I'm Atlanta, Bijan is a perfect fit. Like Cordell Patterson's getting old. I mean, Tyler Algier had a good season last year, rushed for 1,000 yards, but he's not that guy. I think when you can land a guy like that in that position, they're obviously all in on Desmond Ridder. You got Kyle Pitts. Like, you got a good team down there, man. So,
but they are looking to get better, and they can get a lot more capital for that team with having that pick as collateral, sending that pick away.
and again, this whole trade dynamic, there's going to be a lot of movement. Whether it's
I was going to
Arizona,
talk about that too. Can we talk about that? Because I don't even think we're getting out of the top 10 without movement. There is going to be movement this year.
Top 3. Arizona's trading down. Arizona is going to be able to fast track the rebuild of that franchise by trading that third pick because they don't need to take. I mean,
do they go for the no?
Anderson might be that generational linebacker / edge rusher that they need to fucking revamp that defense. And make no mistake, that kid is going to be a superstar. But if you're sitting there at 3 and there's another team that wants to move up to grab Stroud or Levis or whoever's left after Houston picks, I mean, and especially to jump Indianapolis because the Colts are going to want a quarterback and 4. And if they can keep a mid to late first round pick and add a second or something else, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that third pick plays out because I'll bet right now I'll put a 50 spot that Arizona does not pick anyone in the third position. Are you willing to bet?
No, I'm in total agreement with that because they have to get rid of D-Hop. They have to get I think they need more pieces.
Well, the problem with D-Hop though is he's due too much money. I think it's like $34 million guaranteed over the next 2 seasons or something like that.
Not if you trade him. We're going to get to that in a second, Jerome.
If you trade him, you have to have that trade partner willing to absorb that contract or at least part of it. So,
and they're going to, and you know why? Because they want that number 4 pick, and I believe that's what's going to happen. That's
number 3
is going to happen.
Yeah.
Number 3 pick. Sorry, I did that before, didn't I?
No, you've been doing it all week. Daryl has trouble with numbers.
Cousin Jerome wanted to know what we were talking about before we got on air. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for always betting on yourself, believing in who you are, and never forgetting that. Lamar Jackson. Guaranteed $185 million. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
I don't want to be the contrarian, but he could have got that deal, I think, with more guaranteed money, like months, maybe even a year ago.
I don't know. $185 million guaranteed is
that's pretty good.
Generational wealth.
But again, how much did OBJ play into that? How much did that OBJ signing play into that decision for him to stay there?
Way too much. You couldn't get OBJ and have nobody throw him the ball. That would have made no sense.
Yeah.
So would have made absolutely.
The reason I bring it up is credit to the Baltimore brass. They went out, they gave him a top tier weapon, and then they turned to him and said, "Well, here we go."
Now what are you gonna do if Zay Flowers is there at 22? That's
and they do need depth because like OBJ is a named player and he's dynamic and he's a game breaker, but there are some major question marks about his health. Is he going to be the same guy that he was? Like, I think it's safe to say he's not going to be the same guy that he was with the Giants, but he could still be legit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore goes out. And but again, Baltimore is picking. What are they picking?
22, isn't it? I got it right here.
But again, they have other needs as well. I don't think they're going to take a wide receiver in the first.
But yeah, Baltimore's at 22.
I could see them taking to someone on the defensive side of the ball. Just because, like, you go and you get OBJ, you re-sign Lamar, like maybe
whoa. We're talking about a team that can use a running back too. They're kind of running back by committee. They're running back.
Dude. Again, I might be wrong. I'm a big J.K. Dobbins fan.
Really?
I love that
But
kid.
he can't
Man.
stay on the field. That's the only problem with Dobbins.
No, but I mean, he came back after a terrible injury in his rookie year. He played last year. If he's healthy now and he can have a full count, that guy is a bell cow. I don't know what happens with Gus Edwards. I don't know with these other guys that they got in that committee, but J.K. Dobbins is the real deal.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't,
you know what? If they don't take a running back, then at least in the first 3-4 rounds, then we'll know the Baltimore feels the same way.
But speaking of running backs, are we going to see a running back trade? Is Eckler going to get traded in this draft?
He wants to. He's requested a trade, but no one.
There's no takers out there. Well, there's no takers out there right now. You know, the thing about this draft too is a lot of teams change. A lot of pieces get filled after the draft, right? So, and that's a team that another team that Dobbins. I mean, the Bijan story. Bijan is out there, and they're looking.
He's not going to make it at 22. He won't make it.
No, he's not. There's no way.
But Eckler's one of those guys too, where like he's one of the top 2 or 3 backs in the league, arguably. But again, it's his age. He's been around for a minute. How comfortable is another team giving him a big contract when he's a little bit, he's definitely on the back nine of his career. So I think the best thing for Eckler is to fucking figure things out in LA, stay with the Chargers. They got a good thing going over there. Like Herbert's one of the top young quarterbacks in football. You got Keenan Allen. You got fucking Mike Williams. Josh Palmer might be one of the best kept secrets in the NFL.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Are we not giving Gibbs enough love right now?
I was just going to say, everyone's talking about Bijan. Gibbs is a fucking player, man.
Listen.
And he may slip to the second round. And if he's there in the second...
No. Wait a minute. I would not have a problem with Gibbs at 26 at all. Well, no, wait a minute. You just said he might slip to the second round, which means I want to slip on him? Why would I slip on him? Why would I slip on him?
You have so many other needs. There are so many things wrong with your Dallas Cowboys.
What are you talking about? I showed up my defense. Nobody's throwing the ball on Dallas this year. If you do, good luck. There's only one piece that I want, and I can't get it. If I had one thing on a wish list that I can get from this draft, it would be Jalen Carter. To show up the middle.
Jalen Carter. Jalen fucking drag race Carter.
I would take him in a second. Wait a minute. In a heartbeat, I would take.
First of all, he's not going to make it to 26 because some other stupid ass GM is going to make a mistake and take that clown in the top 10, probably the top 5.
Whoa! Here we go. Why are we doing this? I think it's kind of
because he has red flags everywhere. He has more red flags than your last fucking credit report. The guy's trouble. You can't trust what?
Why you gotta bring me up, Pete? Why you gotta make this about the kid? Why?
Okay, kid? So that's a loose term. I don't know. Kid.
You want me to protect myself?
Put it on. Do it. I know you want to. And we're back. Special Daryl. There he is, riding the short bus.
Baby. Let's go, DC.
Riding the short bus all the way to third in the NFC East.
DC for L, baby. Dallas Cowboys for life, money.
Okay, let's just stay on point. Jalen Carter was the consensus number 1 pick for a long time.
Wait a minute. Offseason. Maybe all of the season except the last quarter of the season.
And this is the Carr thing speaks for itself. You know what I mean? If he wasn't who he was, he'd be facing way stiffer charges. He'd probably be in jail right now. But this is how the NFL goes. You know, one hand washes the other, whatever. The thing that bothered me about him is 2 things. When it was his pro day or whatever it was, not the combine, he could not get through his drills. He gassed out.
Yeah.
This is a 20-year-old boy who's supposed to be preparing for his life as an NFL interior lineman.
Say boy like that with the hard B when you're talking about a black person
he's
again.
He's a big boy. He's big. He's a boy.
You really don't like him. You really don't.
No, I don't. Okay, because the fact that you weren't in shape to do that, that's a problem right there. Like, to me, it's like if
I kind of agree.
No, okay, wait. It gets worse, though.
It does.
He refused to see any fucking no meetings.
I was just gonna say that.
No meetings outside the top 10.
To me,
that just screams of being unprofessional. You're reading your press clippings. You think that you're something that you're not, dude.
Does it mean he believes in his talent?
Dude, Okay, what about this? Just what if another team outside the top 10 was legitimately thinking of trading up into the top 10 or into whatever to pick him? But they weren't able to meet with him because he had too many fucking people telling him this, that, and the other thing, and he refused those meetings. Think about that for 1 second.
Yeah.
You see every single fucking team just because. Like, whether it's his agent, whether it's his family, somebody's given him bad information, and then him himself, his ego got in the way. Fuck that guy. He's a waste. He's going to be a bust. He's not going to be in the NFL within 3 years. I'm going to call it right now. The guy's a fucking problem. Jalen Carter is a waste of a pick.
Okay.
Done.
Not to be the contrarian from somebody that I know who said that.
I'm just saying.
I couldn't agree any less. I think there's a lot of talk of people that are generational players in this draft. I think he's one of them. I think he's going to be.
I'm not disputing that. His skill set.
He's going to be a massive star.
He might be the best skilled athlete when he's healthy, when he's in shape,
right?
Of anyone.
So imagine everybody
if you can't get your head right to go through the draft process, how is it going to be when you actually give this kid $50 million and a boat and a house and a fucking Rolls Royce? You think that kid's going to be fucking doing OTA 2 days? He's going to be fucking like reading the playbook? No, man.
No. That's exactly what I was going to say. So let's say everybody gets scared and he drops. And let's say you get a head coach like a Mike Tomlin that gets his hands on this kid. He's a perennial all-star for the rest.
Okay, put it this way: if he falls to 98, San Francisco picks him up in the third. I'm okay with that.
By the way, if you guys had to pick in the top 10 and he was there, you guys.
By the way,
I
just want to make a little announcement. It's a family day for us in the Empire. Not a lot happening in the Bay. All you rocking the red and gold, go give your friend, go give your mom, go give your auntie a hug. It's a family day. This is what we do.
Yo, B.
You okay? What happened?
You're mentioning words that you don't understand, B.
Family day.
There's no family day in Frisco. There's no empire. There's no nation.
Okay. By the way, it's after 5. I'm gonna change my locale. I'm gonna get to the bar with my people. Let's wrap this up and we'll start fresh at the draft here. I know you got some technical things you got to deal with. I want you to check the spelling on Tennessee, and I want to get your order right. It's embarrassing. We've been sitting here for 22 minutes and 37 seconds, and I see grammatical errors and spelling all over your draft board. I don't like it. You're like the Jalen Carter of Brothers Talk.
Wait a minute. Is that Goodell? Is that Goodell coming up with the first pick?
Yeah, probably.
Why are you not near a screen right now?
Because you're distracting me with all this Jalen Carter talk.
We're here. The draft is here.
Yeah, it's on. So
we're gonna go through the first pick. By the way,
I'm gonna do this remote. You stay on the line.
I think it's already been mentioned that is by his agent that Bryce Young has been taken number 1.
100%. Bryce is going first.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Hold
on. All right. For the people out there, I want to take this time to thank you for joining us for our 5th season, our 5th year of the NFL draft. And you, along with me, can tell right now how much better the show is without him here. And you know what I mean? Is it just me? There's something about just focusing on me right now that just tells you this is why I watch Brothers Talk Ball. And then he comes back and he starts, nobody really wants to watch. But Roger Goodell's here. I'm going to put a little volume up here. If you hear it, don't worry. It's because I'm sitting right next to the monitor. But I want to hear Goodell. So the consensus for everybody is Bryce Young is going number 1. He has that thing that all white people like in a quarterback. He's articulate. Like that matters. He doesn't get in trouble. Like that matters. But he actually is a safe pick. I like Stroud more NFL ready. But they're both ready. Let's just face it. They're both NFL quarterbacks. It's not at all a bad pick if he does go number 1. Because you're getting a perennial all-star quarterback in both of them, and they're both NFL ready. So, wow, this is not good. This is not good. I don't know who Emmy award-winning actor and comedian. I'll take his word for it. That's not a good look at what I'm seeing right now. So it must be in Kansas City this year. Oh no, they're introducing the Super Bowl champions. Maybe it didn't start. Patrick Mahomes, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Patrick Mahomes has entered the stage. That is the class of the NFL right now. Let's talk about something when it comes to Patrick Mahomes and this NFL trophy he has in his hand. He's had 2 NFL championships before the age of 30. If he gets 3, there's already talking about him being the greatest of all time. Um, he's the class of the NFL. There's no 2 ways around it. There's no 2 ways around it. Look at this guy. He looks like he's drugged out in some '90s music video by Smashing Pumpkins. Look how white that bar he's in. Look how white it is. Oh, it's disgusting. You know what? I'm so glad to be back in Montreal where I don't have to sit in the bar that white anymore. He walks around, there's probably, I'm going to tell you right now, because I know where he's at in this city. There's probably not a black person within 20 miles of him right now. And here he walks around and he's plugged out in the 90s video.
Okay.
Absolutely disgusting, kid.
You all right? What's wrong?
You walked around with your camera and you look like you were in a 90s video by like Smashing Pumpkins. And me and the people noticed not a black person in sight. Not even for 20 miles around you, dude.
There's a black guy here.
No, there's no black guys there.
No, he is. He's washing dishes. His name's Daryl. His name is Daryl.
Wow. He's going to lose his job in 2 days.
Exactly. And then he's going to go drop off an application at an Indian restaurant.
By the way, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, like that's a hot duo right there. Those dudes, if you're partying with them, you know you're having fun. There's no 2 ways about it.
This is true. These are facts.
Yeah, without question. Panthers fans are different. Let's just put it that way. After looking at them in the crowd right now, they're different.
So Bryce
By
Young's
the way,
first. Right?
Tell me the white meal you're having for dinner today. What do you have? A meatloaf? You make a good meatloaf over there, B?
What's wrong with meatloaf? A little ketchup? Little ketchup?
Say, people? He said it out loud. He said the quiet part out loud. What's wrong with it?
I might have to taste the shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is nice. What's wrong with?
I don't have my buttons. I don't have anything.
And I think they got hot dogs today. Hot dog special. They're at the Mill Street Cafe.
By the way, Vancouver can't make a hot dog to save their life. They don't boil them and they don't know what a steamed hot dog is to save your life. By the way, he tells me to go buy smoked beef. Not smoked meat, smoked beef. Yes, he's clueless. He's clueless.
I like smoked chicken. Yeah, that's a West Coast thing. Smoked chicken with a rolled horseradish aioli.
It didn't take him that long. You know what? Let me call Brother Angry in Vancouver right now and see if he's going to join us for the draft.
Who's Brother Angry? Sorry, I'm looking. My shoulder's got the fucking. It's right here.
We were supposed to get joined by Monty, but he couldn't fix his technical difficulties.
Okay, so right now, is Bryce Young going first?
100%. His agent already said he's going. You're on the clock. He's going first. You're on. I'll send you a link in the draft live right now, sir.
Do you have any questions about his size? Is he
Are
a little
you
too
crazy,
small?
B? You hear this? Ladies and gentlemen, he's on the phone right now. It's Brother Angry, our other correspondent, our brother Talk Ball. Say hi to the people. We're asking right now, is Bryce Young going first or is Stroud going first, my friend?
Really, Daryl? We're doing this. We're holding the phone up to the microphone. This is fantastic.
Can you hear him?
No, we can't.
Oh, you can hear him. Okay, listen. I'm going to let you go. You'll see it later on. But we're going to talk some basketball at some point during the weekend. All right, and the league has to come for the Lakers. We'll talk about that later. All right. Later on.
Really? You're doing the phone?
If you don't believe the NBA is cheating for the Los Angeles Lakers right now, you're out of your mind. They are nowhere near that good.
Who? What? Speak up.
The Lakers. NFL's cheating. The NBA is cheating for them.
Oh, the Lakers didn't win their series, did they?
You're up 3-2. I know. You feel me? Exactly.
We don't. What are we talking about? Milwaukee and Miami. That's some
They've
wild shit
blow
right there.
up Milwaukee and start all over. Like that team has to get blown up. They scored 11 points in the fourth
Question.
quarter.
The clock is what? You get 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Why is this still ticking down?
No, the clock is 5 minutes. Is there a 5 minutes?
No, we're at 5:49 now. I think you get 15 minutes. I think you get 10 minutes. I don't know. What I'm saying is, if you're picking one, why is this taking so long?
Speaking of quarterbacks, do you have Lewis over Hooker? I don't.
Say again.
Do you have Lewis over Hooker? Consensus says Lewis is number 4, Hooker's number 5. But I have Hooker at 5 and Lewis at 4.
Wait, are you saying Lewis?
Sorry, yeah, Lewis.
Say again, Lewis? Say it again. Say it one more time for the people. Lewis. Yeah. Will Lewis? Yeah. Yeah. See, this is the kind of stuff. This is why I have to make these off-color remarks. So I have to make these borderline racial jokes.
Off color. Why you gotta say off color? And this is why.
Because you call him Lewis. What's the matter with you? Can you read? Like, just did the Montreal public school system fail you that badly? I don't understand.
BGM, baby. Yes, BGM. I didn't go to Catholic school. I went to Protestant school.
It's Will Levis with a V.
Okay, but do you have him over Hooker?
I have him going ahead of Stroud.
What? Okay, so you're one of these people that are hating on Stroud now?
No. I'm not hating on him. I just think Levis
think he's a better
is going ahead with Stroud. You heard it here first, people. I think he's going ahead of Stroud.
Where's your clock at? There's a good timing thing now. Where's your clock at?
4 minutes. What do you got?
I'm at 4:35.
Oh, so that's
So
why
you're running point.
That's the difference between Daryl and people who pay for their cable. 35 seconds. For any of you at home are wanting to try to piggyback off the neighbors, you're 35 seconds behind.
Because he does the same thing I do at home. You fucking hypocrite. You
By the way,
on every level.
Hey, just
But you don't want the black person
This
making
is-
noise in your restaurant?
just I want to put it out there.
Okay, throw you out.
This is the 6th year that we've done this.
Absolutely.
2018 in Boston Pizza.
No.
When a young Daryl, who at the time was not a credit risk,
But it started in 2017 in Romer's.
but the first draft though that we did, the draft party, NFL draft 2018.
Yes. Boston Pizza. That was a fun one too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
By the way, shout out to Sammy, who was giving us our water and beer that day. Sammy is as big a woman as you can imagine. She's about to burst any day, having her first baby. We love you, baby. We
Hey,
love you, Sammy.
good luck. Hopefully everything goes well.
Absolutely.
Healthy and happy. Okay, the
I love
Panthers
you,
pick
baby
is in.
sis.
The Panthers pick is in. Sorry, Joe, you have to wait 30 seconds to get that information. But I'll fast track it for you.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The pick is in.
By the end of this show,
It went up to 10 minutes, and they picked right away, so they knew who they were taking right away. But I'm going to tell you why it's Bryce Young. His agent, sister that she is, mentioned it today. Proud to say that our management company signed a number 1 player in the draft, and I guess she had to get that out to attract more people, that Jerry Maguire kind of thing. And I would have said, tell Lamar Jackson to call her, but I don't have to do that because Lamar Jackson said something that we should all listen to. Always bet on yourself. Always believe in yourself. You do not ever doubt yourself. And we cannot say that enough. We cannot stress that enough.
I'm happy.
Never goes
You know
far
what?
enough
All
to
jokes
say.
aside, I'm happy he got paid. He's an NFL MVP. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I just felt bad because he left money on the table last year, and there was moments when it felt like maybe he was not going to get that money back. So,
Whoa, Jerome said your boy is equal to Tebow. He looks at him like he looks at Tebow.
is what?
He looks at him like he looks at Tebow.
Oh, they did pick Bryce Young.
And there it is. The pick is in. Bryce Young.
He does not like
Bryce Young. So Bryce Young is the first pick. It is in. Daryl's still waiting. Daryl's waiting for the news.
the pick is in. So, okay, any surprise here?
No, none. I mean, he's the best quarterback in the draft. He ticks off so many boxes, if not all of them.
Cousin
Kids are
Jerome, did you have Bryce Young at number 1? I think the consensus is everybody thought he was going number 1. I think we thought he was going number 1. I thought there was a Stroud. For some reason, in the last week or so, everybody's falling off to Stroud, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it seems like it's going like that. But
Well, I think that testing score that came out, it wasn't the Wonderlic test; it was the other one.
yeah, but so what?
Hey, man, it's a metric that teams use to see how quarterbacks.
Okay, so
Measure up
Jerome,
against each
had
other.
him. Jerome had him at number 1 too. So it was a consensus. Everybody was saying he's number 1.
Not you.
No, I wanted Stroud, but I honestly I was
and
doing
kudos to you for not taking the bait. I tried to bet you. You
Yeah.
wouldn't take it.
because I knew.
No, because you're tired of losing. Every time we bet, just keep on like this. By the way, on
By the way,
on a totally unrelated note, the
Very nice.
Aaron Roger tax is $50.
Done.
We've added it to the bill. Daryl,
We got to
Dar-
talk about the clothing. Very nice too.
I don't like it. What is that?
Feel me? Exactly. See? If you were doing something dressed in black, little white trim.
I mean, I want to see one of these guys roll up there. in the
Jerome
old school.
said if the Texans do not take Stroud, it's a big mistake, and I agree 1,000%.
You're not taking Stroud.
I agree.
Want to do a little action right now?
I'll do some action. Yeah. I'll take
Okay.
that that I had on Aaron Roger.
All right, let's go. $49. $49 that Stroud does not go here.
I'll take it.
These are fun coupons. These are fun coupons for me. I know I'm not going to see the money. Let's just have a little bit
That's
of
what I call
fun.
these. That's what I call these.
All right, so we doing this $49?
We'll do $49. Question though, why do you think he's not going next? That's crazy.
Oh, I'm not taking the bait. I'm not drunk enough yet. I was going to say something racially charged, but I'll hold off.
That'll be hour 2 of the draft, kid.
Yeah, round two. Round 2 is when Sanchez gets spicy, starts saying all sorts of stuff. But I just have a feeling, man.
No, he didn't that far
The
back.
pick is in.
He's
Will
on.
Levis. I'm going Will Levis.
You're insane.
Will Levis is going.
You're insane.
I'm
Jerome
not
is
insane.
right. Jerome is right.
So the bet's on $49.
That's fun.
All right.
Number
All right.
1, he has to have gone number 2 now because
Nah,
it's in.
Stroud's gonna fall. Watch.
You're crazy. Okay, who's the player that's going to fall? From your perspective, it's going to be Jalen Carter.
Yeah. No. Jalen Carter is not. He should. But
Should fall, but he's not going to.
somebody's gonna make a mistake, and someone's gonna take him when they shouldn't.
Okay, let's start the draft. The number 2 pick in the draft right now.
Here's an interesting note. Bryce Young is the first Alabama player ever drafted first overall.
That's crazy.
Like,
That program?
yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That's kind of wild.
Okay, so for people
All right,
that are
Texans.
doing it-
The pick is in. The pick is in. Here we go.
Okay. So
By the way, Chris Mortensen looked like he's recovering from leukemia. What is happening with Mortensen?
okay, but let's say this: D'Amico Ryans, the new head coach, your old defensive coordinator, does he go defense if he doesn't take Stroud?
No, he's taking Will Levis. They're going quarterback here. Look at this, D'Amico. There's the guy. The biggest swinging dick in the room. Attaboy.
He's gone, dude. Let it go. He's gone.
I hope he does well there. I hope Houston does well. Just the same way that I wished well Robert Saleh going to New York. That's the thing about the umpire. We don't wish ill upon our alumni. We believe in each other. The Cowboys, you need to learn from that. The Cowboys are constantly hating on the.
You can literally suck a dick. Okay, let's talk about the Texans. The Texans have need at quarterback, defensive.
By the way, if it is in fact Stroud, I want everyone to know this is a charity bet. I feel bad for just constantly abusing my boy.
I wiped the mat with you in the draft.
Really?
for the last 4
Did you?
years.
Really? You wiped the mat, and yet you owe me $1,000. Okay.
Semantics. Now listen. The other needs on the team are defensive end and wide receiver. Do
For
they
who?
even think of looking that way right now?
What, for the Texans?
Yeah,
No, man. This is quarterback all day.
it has to be quarterback all day.
If you want edge, if you want a cornerback, you could trade down and you could still get that top end guy. If they're picking right now, it's quarterback. And it's going to be Will Levis. I'm telling you right now, Will Levis is going to the Texans.
It has to be.
So I just want to check the math out. 10, 20 plus 49 is 1069, right? Is that where we're at?
Yes.
Just want to check. Not that I'll ever see any of that money, but whatever. It's fun to play. Grinder knows what I'm talking about. Hot, hot, hot. Wherever you are, my man. Grinder knows. Well, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Will Levis. Do it.
CJ Stroud.
That's right. The kid is back, baby.
I'm a gambler. It's house money. It's fun coupons. These are fun coupons, man.
Facts. That's factual. I'll give you that.
I just like to point out between CJ Stroud and Aaron Roger, I still netted $1. Still ahead. Still winning. 971.
Feel me, Jerome? Brother got paid, B. He's not ready for this. Oh, listen. I could go on busting you up all night, KGB.
Wow.
Are you satisfied now? You know what I mean?
This is fucking joke anyway. I pay you with your own fucking money. I'm up last time from when I stick it in you, Daryl. Yeah, keep on chewing those Oreos all night long.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's a fact. It's written. While we wait for the next pick, I want to talk about something that we didn't get to finish the conversation.
Yes.
I do know this fact about your family. Like, it's a fact.
Okay, you know what?
Nope. But I know it.
No, don't.
But okay,
you know what? Don't.
Hey, wait. Your great grandmother.
Please finish this.
She did something.
To who?
She did something, and you know what she did. I know what she did.
Right.
Now tell me, am I lying?
Yeah. Can I get one of those Chesterfields while you're saying this? Okay. Ladies
Because
and
you're
gentlemen.
half eggplant.
Okay, so here we go. Here's where the draft really starts. Now, Cousin Jerome threw his pick in.
Yeah.
He said they're going defense. I believe this pick is getting traded right now.
You know what? For the first time in recorded history, the Guru and the Sidekick are in total agreement.
Wow.
This trade is. Cardinals are on the clock. Boys, does this pick get traded?
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it gets traded. Someone's moving up.
And Tennessee,
Hasn't-
we're going to get a trade right now. Seahawks is gone.
Gets traded to.
There's so many teams that want to jump past Indianapolis to take a quarterback. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
If they take Anderson, which is the smart pick at 3, then Indy takes Levis, and we keep on going. But Cardinals are getting some fucking draft capital back, man. I don't know.
But if Jerome is right, it has to. If Jerome
Just
is
so you know,
right-
Daryl, there's some guys at the bar watching. We're watching the draft. No black people. What? I got an Asian in the mix, but that's about it. We're in South Vancouver, man. I don't know.
Welcome to the whitest city in the
Welcome to the
world,
white-
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now you say if they go defense, it has to be Will Anderson. I agree because that's obviously.
By the way, the pick is not in yet. We're down to 3:30. It's ticking. There's some trade shit going
Okay,
on. I'm calling.
it's 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and the pick's
Yeah.
still not in yet.
Exactly. You're like a minute and a half behind. You're that far behind. You're buffering your way to mediocrity. Let's just point that out. I ain't gonna go smoke a joint in a minute. So let's digest this CJ Stroud pick. Is CJ Stroud the guy for Houston?
He is, no question.
You think?
No question. Smart quarterback, NFL ready. I think he's actually the better quarterback, and I think he's the one that's going to make the most impact. of the rookie quarterbacks that are going to play this year, I think Stroud is going to make the biggest impact. Even though he has less to work with.
No, there's some shit going on in that war room, man.
There is. It's going down to the wire. Like, it's going down. Is there a chance to get stupid and forget to send her pick in? Like, remember that year?
No.
Wasn't it Baltimore that did that?
No, it's Minnesota.
Was it Minnesota?
I think it was
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Ryan, you dumb goof.
Was it
Now,
Minnesota?
okay, we're in agreement. Listen, the war room's going crazy. It must be almost 2 minutes for you, but
Wow,
There's a trade coming.
the kid can do math.
Okay.
I'm impressed. He knows how to take 4 minutes and take a minute off it.
Number 3.
I'll try and finish. If there's a trade coming right now, where's it going?
Well, it could be anywhere. There's so
Give me
many
your
teams that
best
would want to potentially jump up. Honestly, I couldn't even wager a guess. Like, I mean,
Does it include DeAndre Hopkins?
well, as you said, the Tennessee Titans were in discussions about D-Hop. So that if your sources are correct, which they usually never are, the D-Hop's. Come on. By the way, congratulations. This is the first draft where you're up money against the Sanchez. $49.
Are we gonna bet? Are we gonna bet per pick this year? Are we gonna make that happen?
We can't afford that. This isn't Money Tree. You can't just start making these fucking haphazard declarations. What are you doing?
No, I'm a gambler.
You gotta settle in. Yeah,
I'm a
you're a
gambler.
gambler.
Somebody said
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I'll bet $1 billion because it fucking doesn't matter. Okay, we're under a minute now. We're under a minute, and the pick is not in.
Wait a minute.
They did trade.
What?
Why is Jerome telling me Houston has a pick?
Oh yeah, because they got another pick. Oh, I got insider trading. The Cardinals trade the pick to who?
Texas.
The fucking Texans. And you'd get this information if you weren't buffering this thing and trying to stream it for free.
So they traded. They traded the third pick.
So the Texans are picking back to back. The Texans are on the clock, and the pick is in. And they're gonna take fucking
No.
Anderson.
No.
Anderson's going. Anderson's going right
Anderson's
now.
going, but they switched.
Wow, the Texans. D'Amico Ryans, baby. Another San Francisco alum making moves.
Yo. So listen.
Did not see the Texans doing that.
So question: is this comparable to the '83 draft? 3 quarterbacks going in a row?
So the Texans are picking 12th. Obviously, the 12th pick is going to go to the Cardinals, plus multiple other things.
Yeah,
This has got to be Will Anderson Jr., right?
it's got to
Has
be.
to be. And if they can land C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr., buddy, bravo. Like
Yeah.
that's a 1-2 punch for the Asians.
Listen.
Sonny Weaver does not even know how to do this.
D'Amico Ryans will know what to do with
Sonny Weaver couldn't even pull this shit off.
D'Amico Ryans will know what to do with. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yo.
So crazy.
Oh yeah, there we go. I knew Patty was gonna buckle. He needs to get the sound for it. I need another one of these guys. Please and thank you. Wow.
So you moved on from the black bear?
What's that?
You moved on from the black bear?
I always move on from the blacks.
Yeah, I
I love how I can be so outwardly racist on this show,
Absolutely.
and no one cares. Everyone seems to think it's charming, especially Alistair. He still loves
We're
me.
gonna
And,
don't.
by the way, whoa, calm down.
Don't get it
Susie,
twisted.
Susie. I just want to have a moment. Susie. How you doing, boo? Where you been? I miss you. I mean, I've been kind of caught up with some stuff with Otis. We'll have our time. I'm coming out to Montreal. Daryl's not involved.
Oh my gosh, nobody wants to hear this.
Susie, I miss you.
Okay,
Here we go.
but let's just say, here we go.
There you go.
That's a good move.
Will Anderson Jr., third overall.
You know what? Houston's winning the draft right now.
And I'll tell you this right now. When we look back on this draft in 2, 3, 4 years, this might be the best pick in the draft. This guy is legitimately one of the best football players to come out of fucking college in the last 10 years. He is a fucking problem.
Yes,
He's a beast, man.
fast twitch,
Fast twitch. Exactly. Fast twitch.
fast twitch.
He's like McCaffrey, but with a smaller dip.
But you know what? Beautiful draft by Houston right now.
100%. 100%. Like,
Beautiful draft by Houston.
because, again, I'm curious to see. They had to give up the 12. What else did they have to give up to do this? What did Arizona get in this trade? That's big.
But Arizona keeps DeAndre. I don't know what's going on with that.
The night's
I
young.
thought for sure they were going to get rid of him.
No. The night's young.
True.
DeAndre could still be on the move.
True. Fact.
But I still say, like what we talked about before, that contract is going to be the biggest hurdle for moving on.
Absolutely. But let's just say this. For the first time in history, the sidekick and the guru were right about a trade.
Yeah, and Jerome was wrong. Go back. Hey, back to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Hey, Jerome, punch him in his face, B. I told him you don't want to mess with
Yeah, it's a
Germantown.
long way from Czechoslovakia town to Vancouver. He ain't gonna
Wow.
reach. He ain't gonna reach.
Now he's calling it Czechoslovakia town. Keep on playing with Jerome, and when you see him in Montreal, go find you, B. You got rid.
Honestly, I've seen Jerome's face. It's more like Switzerland town. Soft.
Hey, do you think Stetson's gonna get reliable?
I can't wait to meet Jerome. I feel like we're gonna get along famously because
Yeah, he's famously gonna stab you all in your throat, man.
his sister might, not him.
Oh, you know what? Them is facts. Them is facts. His sister would not hesitate.
I've
Yeah,
talked to her on the phone.
yeah.
I believe it. I believe
Yeah,
that.
she's not regular. She's not
I believe
regular.
that. Okay, now Colts are on the clock. Fourth pick.
Okay, so let's take a look at the team needs.
Quarterback. So
Cornerback.
is it Richardson? Is it Levis?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going with Levis. I'm sticking with Levis.
I
Sorry.
think.
According to Daryl, it's Lewis. Really? How the hell do you can't tell the difference between a V and a W?
No, I think Hooker goes before him.
Hey, what's up? This guy. How are you?
I want to have a little guest spot. This man right here. Every single NFL franchise tattooed on his body, top to bottom.
Very nice. Take the cowboy one off,
No,
please.
just arm and the chest.
No, you got it all.
Well,
You could learn something from this man. You could see. Look at him.
But
Point
wait a
and
minute.
laugh.
Who's his actual team?
He doesn't have one. He doesn't. He has all of them. Like,
If it's
everything.
a quarterback, Hooker's going before him. I'm sorry.
Okay, $50. No, 49.
You can't afford it, remember?
Wow, look at him. You just won $49 straight from Germantown, and you're not gonna fucking take it.
By the way, Jerome
40
said it's going to be famous, all right.
What's that?
You said it's going to be famous, all right.
Yeah, $49. Double down.
Dad,
Call him double down. You said Hooker's gonna go ahead of Levis. Let's go.
Stetson's better.
$49. Right now. Let's do it.
But do the Colts take him?
Doesn't matter. Who goes ahead? Levis. Come on, let's go. Are we doing it or what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to do. You see how I give away $49 like it's fucking fun coupons? And this guy's fucking haggling. He's hedging. He's grinding it out like it's a butter chicken special on a Wednesday. Unbelievable.
Speaking of butter chicken, if you want the best butter chicken in Montreal, maybe
Best
in
butter
Canada,
chicken in Vancouver.
I will
Look,
see you at India Rosa in Griffintown. Listen, I'll take it.
My only question, did India Rosa pass their last fucking health inspection? I don't know. I heard they're giving Imodium out like Tic Tacs.
Everybody in Montreal stabbing you now. Everybody.
Okay. So everyone in Montreal's had diarrhea. Okay.
You ain't making it past the airport, B.
Will Levis?
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. He's right. We're both wrong. They take Richardson.
What?
Jerome's right, and we're both wrong. If it's a quarterback, Richardson's going now.
Okay,
Jerome,
I said
you're
Levis.
actually right.
I said Levis and you said Hooker.
Yeah, I know, but it's Richardson. He's actually
It's
right.
not. It's not.
No,
You
it's
think?
Richardson.
You think the Colts, Luck, Peyton Manning, they're taking Richardson? No.
No, they're taking Richardson.
No. This is Will Levis. They like their whites in Indianapolis.
Okay, that is actually true. There's no doubt about that.
Hey. Am I
But
lying?
you said it at the beginning.
Am I-
You said it at the beginning. He's a
Am I lying?
possible generational talent. You can't give that away.
Oh, look at Ursay.
And you're
You said it at the
Sicilian,
beginning.
so you can always tell. Am I
No,
lying?
he's right. The coach take Richardson. He's right. He's right.
They got Richardson on the camera right now. The pick is
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
Dickerson.
to my cousin Jerome on this one.
No.
Jerome, you're 100% right. Yeah,
He's not. No.
cousin Jerome is right, baby. Come on. There's no way they're gonna wake up tomorrow in the paper and have no. There's no way.
All jokes aside, though, I actually love Richardson.
Yo, that looks like the bar you're in Vancouver, not a black person in that organization. It's terrible.
There's seriously no black people here.
It looks like the Ghost War Room in there. No, it's Anthony Richardson.
Cousin Jerome was correct.
Feel me? Way to go, Jerome.
Wow.
Yo, but how does this look for quarterback classes in the first round like of a draft? Have we seen this since 83?
Dude, this is 1983. This
That's
is
what I'm saying.
1983 all over again.
That's what I'm saying. Have we seen this since 83? And here's the thing. They're all black.
Two of them are others. Don't get it twisted.
You got to bring that shit up.
I'm just saying, 10-1. You know Bryce Young is going to win me 10-1 at some point this year.
Yo, okay, so this is kind of going the way we thought it was going to go, right?
Yeah, I'm going to call this is like 1983, but darker.
And more on the line and more scary.
Way
It's like
scarier.
83. It's like 83, but I make it robbed.
Fake diamonds all over the fake diamonds everywhere. Bracelets, chains.
Cousin Jerome told me to tell Gonzo to chill.
By the way, Cousin Jerome might know. Maybe me and Cousin Jerome need to do brothers talk because he seems to be better than you at this.
I had him on the podcast. On the radio version. Actually,
I
Jerome,
remember that
actually
episode.
right now-
I remember that episode. It was the 17th rated episode of Brothers Talk. Just cracked the top 20.
I literally cannot wait to be from you in your face. Okay,
I can't wait to meet him.
So let's be real right now. The draft is about to start. Seattle's.
I hope I meet him before he goes back in the fucking slammer.
Cousin Jerome said Seattle's taking your quarterback now.
No, this is
They're
fucking
not.
Carter. This is Carter. I'm
Yeah.
not taking quarterback.
They just signed. Yeah, exactly.
This is Jalen Carter. This is Carter. They're gonna mess this up.
Nope, I don't say that at all.
Or does Seattle do Seattle things and trade out of the first round?
I say they take Christian Gonzalez. I say they take a DB right now.
Okay, let me go to my big board and see what the draft needs are for Seattle.
Okay, the draft needs in Seattle
Okay,
are
edge rusher.
defensive tackle.
Now again, Carter's an interior lineman. Carter's
Yeah.
a tackle.
Yeah,
So
but they do need an edge rusher, and Anderson's gone. So either they're gonna bite the bullet right now and go out and get Brees.
you know what I would love if they took Bijan right now. Just to fucking shatter the Dallas Cowboys' hopes and dreams. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Brian,
Honestly, Seattle, I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna go out on a limb. We might see another trade. If I'm Seattle, maybe there's someone that wants to move up who needs a quarterback. Detroit's not taking a quarterback. Vegas isn't taking the quarterback. So is Will Levis somebody that a team outside the top 10 covets?
I don't know, but listen, Seattle still needs a DB. They still need an edge rusher.
They do. Now, here's a question though. If Carter had gone and had those meetings, meet all those teams outside the top 10, would they have reason to trade up to number 5 right now to Seattle to take him? But because he didn't go to those meetings, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? All joking aside, like I don't want to fuck around, but that's why I have a problem with him because he made a tactical error by saying I'm going to be a top 10 pick. I'm only going to meet with the top 10 team. It's like it's called trading.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The Texans just traded up from 12 to fucking 3.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So-
So let's tell the truth. We can say Seattle's going to go on the defensive side of the ball right now, right?
It's go time. Are they going to take Carter? Are they going to trade out? They're going to trade out at the first like they always do? I don't know.
I think I'll take the
No idea.
Jerome says,
By the way, right over my shoulder here, card carrying Seattle fan. My boy Keith is a big fan. He's a big fan.
So here's the thing.
I can feel the tension. I can feel the tension.
Cousin Jerome said he can see Pete Carroll taking Bijan right now.
Can you stop calling him Cousin Jerome?
Okay,
He's
Jerome.
He's not a child. He's not fucking 6. His name is Jerome. He's a man.
The liquor is kicking in.
And he's got cases pending.
Okay, listen.
So respect. Misdemeanors are a real thing.
Jerome said he can see Pete Carroll taking Bijan right now and using him like Reggie Bush.
I think that's a disrespect to Kenny Walker. By the way, respect to all Walkers, because those guys are the fucking. Woo, the fucking
Ritty.
Abundanza.
You're gonna hype up a Seahawk. Listen, that clock is going down in Seattle. By the way, they're at 2 minutes right now.
Are they? So in real time, they're at 30 seconds. I'll wait for you to catch up.
I can't be that.
Now,
can I? So we're saying they're going on the defensive side of the ball. You like Carter here?
I don't like Carter here. I think they're going to make. I like trade. I think there's going to be a trade. Call another trade.
Nope. I'm going to say.
You think they're going to take Carter?
Brian Brees. You're going to go edge right now.
Well, edge is their big need.
They're going to go edge right now. They're going to go with Brees on the edge. If not, they're going to take Gonzalez at cornerback. I may even, you know what? I'm leaning towards cornerback. I'm leaning to Gonzalez at cornerback right now.
That's not a bad pick.
You know what? I'm going to stick with my original thought. You're going to go with quarterback right now. Cornerback guaranteed.
Corner, you think?
They're going to go corner, yeah, for sure.
I think they're going to trade, man. I think there's going to be a trade coming down the pipeline. Well, if you think edge, then Tyree Wilson's the guy.
You're going Wilson already?
If you think that edge rusher is what they covet, then Tyree Wilson's the guy. Because Carter's an interior lineman. He's not an edge rusher. He's an Aaron Donald. Like, when you're drafting Jalen Carter, you're hoping you're getting the next Aaron Donald.
Right.
Okay, well, you say Gonzalez. What about Witherspoon? They're like 1 and 1A.
1 and 1A, exactly. But I like Gonzalez better. I just like Gonzalez intelligible is better. I like him better as a player. Jerome, who you got right now? Jerome, are you sticking with Bijan?
No, definitely not Bijan. Too soon.
No, it's way too soon. And right now, I don't like it because it looks like Bijan's going to Philly.
Don't sleep on Arizona. Atlanta. But again, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. If they do want an edge rusher, then Tyree Wilson's the guy. I think Witherspoon's in play too, man. Witherspoon might be the best corner in the fucking draft. So we're on commercial break right now. That's going way too long.
Yeah, we are too.
Oh no, I know you are. You're way behind.
That's how we're doing this?
Shut up. He's going to be so mad.
Who? So these guys think Witherspoon?
Yeah, they
is that the consensus?
They're saying Witherspoon over there?
Apparently.
Nah, Gonzalez over Witherspoon. But I definitely think they're going corner. Okay, let's be real. Pete Carroll starts with defense.
I'm in trouble now. Sit on my lap like this.
Did you drop your drink on yourself?
No. Okay, little background. I got in trouble because I did the draft here last year. And this lady that sits at the bar every day, she got mad at me for yelling. She just walked in.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's two things about this story that are amazing.
Oh! Witherspoon. Oh! That's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick. It's
You
not
know
a bad
what?
pick.
It's not. I knew they
You
were
need
going
that.
corner.
Seattle needs that. Seattle needs a corner.
You know what? I knew they were going corner. I just thought Gonzalez first. Not a bad pick.
By the way,
Sapporo.
the Lions next. How do they not take Carter?
How do they
How do they not
not?
take Carter to pair him up with Hutchinson? I don't know.
But you know what? I'll tell you something. They do that, they're fucking scary.
Okay, but here, if Detroit doesn't take him, is all the bullshit that I said pre-show not
Yep.
starting to come true? About that concern? About people seeing the red flags?
Maybe, but they do.
Oh, sorry, I was watching a highlight of San Francisco lambasting the Dallas Cowboys at the end of last season.
I'll let you
We
tell
all-
it.
Super excited. Remember when we knocked you out of the playoffs?
Can I be honest right now? I have Jalen Carter. Going to Detroit. Right here, I have Jalen Carter going to Detroit.
All right. How about we bet?
I need to know who you think first.
Maybe you just said you're taking Jalen Carter. I'm saying they're not. $21.
No.
Blackjack,
If they no. I'm willing to put up a bet. If they don't take him, who they taking?
Florida vodka.
If they don't take Carter, I think they take Tyree Wilson. They're going to bookend Hutchinson and Wilson because that might be even better than fucking Jalen Carter.
That's actually true. Ooh.
Okay, how about this? You take Carter, I take Wilson. If anyone else gets picked, no money changes hands. $100. $100. Let's do it.
I'll take it.
$100?
I'll
Say
take
yes.
it. $100.
Done.
But you know what's crazy?
You're
That's
taking
actually.
Jalen Carter. I'm taking Wilson. $100. Let's go.
But I'll tell you what. Right now, either way, it's
By the way,
monster in Detroit.
Fun coupons for the Sanchez. And this guy's sweating his fucking next overdraft protection.
No, but check it out. Either
Just saying.
player they take, it's gonna make Detroit dangerous this year.
Oh, exactly. That's true. If they take either one. But here's the thing. Clock's ticking. We're down under 5 minutes.
Jerome, who you got right now?
And who's Jerome got? I'm curious. He's actually been doing pretty good today.
He said Carter makes sense.
Okay, so he's with you. Blacks stay together, apparently.
We actually do.
Yeah, 100%.
And
I watched Mississippi Burning. It's a good
absolutely.
movie.
Well, you caused it
By the way, I watched Mississippi Burning
recently.
last week. Came
Amazing
up,
movie.
I got emotional. Like I got upset. And maybe it's because I got a son now. That
Yeah,
movie
true.
actually bothered me.
Did it really?
It did, man. Like it was like. Anyways, I don't want to get into it. Gene Hackman, Willem Dafoe, beautiful performances.
Was Gene Hackman not amazing in that movie?
Dude, that guy was because he was racist, but he was like my kind of racist. You know what I mean? Like I felt like that's the kind of shit that I pull. Like you're fully like against these white assholes, but you still say some shit. But I'll say though, that movie, that story, those civil rights activists. If you haven't seen that movie, go and fucking watch it. It's an important film. And it was one of those things that just like I'm sitting there by myself watching it because I had an afternoon to myself, and I got a little dusty in my apartment. It did.
Don't you go confusing me with some whole other buddy.
Okay,
Oh, gee.
now we're back. I gotta stay on brand. You people gotta get your shit straightened out. I gotta stay on brand. I can't give you too much. Susie will fall in love with me way too fast.
Okay, both Jerome and Robin are screaming. Both Robin, my beige brother and Jerome are both screaming at you right now.
Good or bad?
Probably
Probably a bit of both.
They're not in love with the quasi racism. Not in love with it.
Well,
But it's part of what we do. It's part of what we do.
Hey, it's a fact. It's written.
I was telling my manager today that we have like $1,000 bet as to who gets canceled first on the show. Definitely going to be you.
Probably. But again, like I'm a mix. I'm diverse. I got a little bit of this. I got a little bit of that. It's
Well,
hard to
you're
cancel.
another. You're another.
Exactly. It's hard to cancel another in this day and age.
Exactly. Who you blaming?
Too many. Exactly. You're gonna blame the Asians. You're gonna blame the whites.
Yep.
You're gonna blame the fucking Dagestanis.
You're gonna blame Wayne?
Fuck that. It's not my dad. You're not my dad, Wayne. You're not my fucking dad.
Okay, so
Just because you're putting up real numbers upstairs while I listen.
okay, I can't. I'm getting affected now. I can't.
Real numbers.
Something right away though. The Detroit Lions are going to be a very, very, very scary team this year.
I'm gonna call it right now. The Detroit Lions are gonna win the NFC North this season.
No, that's not even debatable.
The Chicago Bears might say something about that.
No, it
but
depends on how they draft.
Yeah, no, and again,
Let's wait and see how
the
Chicago
Chicago
drafts.
Bears are picking at 9. Let's see what they do in
Yeah,
about 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, we got to see what they do.
Yeah, but again, the Detroit Lions, and shout out to my brother Chris Hashimoto, aka Steamboats. He's a long-suffering Lions fan. He's ready to go.
The suffering's over. The suffering in Detroit is over. That is a
but
solid.
the problem though with Detroit, there's one problem. All roads go through San Fran, baby. And when you come down to the Bay in the NFC Championship, it's a fucking buzzsaw. It's fucking over. Nick Bosa just eats people like that for lunch. Never mind Trey Lance, by the way.
Okay, Jerome, you're out there. Will you tell this fool that he loses in the NFC final every year, yet he believes in his mind he's actually
Buddy, our third string
standard bearer?
quarterback almost got us to the promised land. What happens when the Trey Lance experience goes into full swing? And by the way,
Jerome said trade, by the way.
the Trey Lance Power Hour will be on the air once Brother Stock is over. It's the biggest thing in
Jerome is wrong.
podcasting.
The pick
Biggest
is
thing in podcasting. Oh, pick us in. Wait a minute, what? How do the Cardinals pick it?
There's
There's a trade.
So Jerome was right. There is a trade. Okay, what is going
Wow.
on right now?
So the trade, the bet's off now. Now we're back to cards.
Yep.
Who do the cards take?
Jalen Carter might slide to 20.
Wow.
Wow. You know
Again.
what? We said it before the draft started. There's going to be movement.
Dude, the card needs defensive line help. This is still Wilson or Carter territory.
Give
Do
me
we want
one.
to keep the bet going?
Give me one. Yeah, give me one. Okay, same bet
Same bet. All right. Carter versus fucking Wilson.
for
I'll
the
do it.
12th
I'll do
and a
it.
second.
Wow. So the cards trade out of 3 to 12. They move back to 4. This is fucking wild.
This is crazy.
Here
But
we
they
go. Here
probably,
comes the pick. Here comes the pick. Daryl's buffering. He doesn't even know what's happening.
I'm right
It's
here.
all on Sanchez. It's all on Sanchez.
I want to see the face. Oh no, I want.
Harris Johnson Jr.
What?
Offensive tackle for the
They went
Ohio
for the tackle.
guys. They went offensive line.
Wow, not a bad pick though. But wow,
No, but I mean, like,
they've got to protect him. That's not a bad
and
pick.
again, all they gave up was their second round pick to swap.
Listen, that's not a bad pick. Where did I have him ranked?
Well, I mean, but they
Wait
gave
a
up the
minute,
12th overall pick. They must love this kid. They must love this kid. So first offensive tackle off the board.
I got
Wow.
him, listen, I got him ranked number 1.
I'm just happy for Daryl. He didn't lose another $100. Not bad. Not bad.
Actually, I got Paris ranked number 2. You know what? Not a bad pick.
And the Jalen Carter slide begins.
I don't know yet.
No, the Raiders are next. They ain't taking them.
Why?
Because the Raiders, well, they need offensive line help.
The Raiders need a defensive tackle.
No, they need offensive line.
They need offensive line,
They need offensive
and they need
line.
a quarterback.
You're
So
Jimmy G.
Gonzalez may go now too.
What? Why are you gonna bring up Dallas? Why is it always-
No, I
always-
said Gonzalez may go now. They need a quarterback, a cornerback.
No.
They need a DB.
Dude, with all these trades, okay, we're on pick number 7, and there's been 3 trades.
This is great. We
That's
said
some
that-
wild
listen,
shit. That's some
We
wild
said
shit.
it was going to be crazy before the top 10 was over. We said it.
All right, you're on point. I gotta go take a piss.
All right. Nobody needs to know that. Let's. You know what? Let's just get rid of you altogether. Yeah, nobody needs to see that. Okay, so listen, you're here with me, the guru. So listen, people. We said it going into this part of the draft that there was going to be a lot of movement, and we were not wrong. Forget about your draft boards and your draft books. It's insane right now. Now, I don't really agree with him right now. Jalen Carter is going to go in the top 10. I think he might go now. Like, he is going now. Something that's scaring the hell out of me, though, if he drops too far, Philly will grab him. Philly will grab him, and Philly will go somewhere with him. The thing about him that he doesn't agree with, that I see, is I think he's a generational talent. Now, is he acting young? Is he acting stubborn? Is he acting like a little kid? Yeah, he is. But I don't think that should deter anybody from understanding that he is right now one of the best players in the draft, and there's no doubt about it. Plus, the Raiders need help. They kind of need help everywhere. They definitely need it on the defensive side of the ball. And there's no reason why he doesn't change that franchise right away and make him better. Because if you think about it, and my beige brother who's watching right now is a Raiders fan. Obviously, he didn't like the quarterback. He didn't like some of the offense. By the way, no reason why a receiver wouldn't go to the Raiders right now either. Looking for Quentin Johnson or maybe even Flowers. But yeah, I listen. No reason whatsoever why he wouldn't go right now. And listen, well, for you watching live, it's probably like more like 4 minutes on the clock right now for the Raiders. But at the end of the day, the Raiders need help at that position. I don't think Jalen Carter is going to slip out of the top 10 like he thinks. There's no way Philly's not grabbing a defensive tackle like that. The problem is, if Philly grabs him at defensive tackle, I don't know how you beat the Eagles. And I don't mean to sing the praises of the Philadelphia Eagles, because obviously everybody knows I'm a Dallas Cowboy. But the problem that I'm having with the Eagles is they got a really good defense, and they lost a lot of players on that defense, and they've got to fill up holes that they've had on that defense. So let's get this food back. Let's move back soon. So they've got to fill up holes that they have on that defense. Obviously, they lost Hargrove, their main linebacker, to Frisco, and they lost about 6 more players on defense. So while everybody's thinking Philly's going to go Bijan, I think they're going to go Bijan for a different reason. If Jalen Carter falls and slips to number 10, they're grabbing him. Just understand that right now. But like they said, best value on the board is Jalen Carter. He's going.
Oh, Patty, I got something funny to tell you
Jalen
later.
Carter right now is going
Not now.
to
Just
the
give me
Raiders.
frying
I don't care what
eyes,
he
but you'll
says.
appreciate this.
The Raiders love defense. They love defensive players. They love being strong on D. They believe in that position, and I don't see any reason why he doesn't go right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Sorry for the disruption. I know I left you for 2 minutes with this fucking muppet. But the show begins. The show begins.
Jalen Carter is going there right now. I'm going to tell you why.
To the Raiders.
He's going to the Raiders because they need to build that defense right now. And
Okay, quick $20. Quick $20. It doesn't happen. $20. Carter does not go to the Raiders.
he goes to the Raiders. $20.
$20 done?
Yep.
All right.
But you know what's scaring me?
Oh, pick is in. No trades. The pick is in. This could be $20 to Daryl.
No. Give me a player if it's not him. We gotta go. We gotta hedge it.
You just said
No. We gotta hedge it. We gotta hedge it. Let's go. Give me a player.
You accepted.
Give me a player.
Done. It's accepted.
Give me a player.
It's accepted. It's a fact. It's written.
No.
Don't be that guy.
Give me a player.
No, you already said. You accepted. It's done. Jerome, tell your boy. Tell your boy.
Wow.
It's a hard B.
Wow.
Once this pick comes in, I want him to smile for me. I want him to smile.
But I was saying before you left, what's scaring me and why I want this pick to go to them is I don't want him falling to Philly. I really don't.
See, that's the difference between a Cowboy and a Niner. I don't care what anybody does.
Oh, shut up.
Do your best. Make it fucking
Go get a
better.
receiver.
But this guy's like, I don't want Philly to get him because then we have to play him
The
twice.
Raiders trade the pick to the San Francisco 49ers and the San Francisco.
I'd be done. I'll do 2 shots of whiskey and a line of cocaine and the end of the show. Fuck it. Woo! Fuck it.
That's a country song. 2 shots of whiskey and a bit of cocaine and the show's over.
Not a bit. A fucking proper stomper. Fucking 4-knuckle shuffle. Like fucking.
Okay, so what do you say?
You.
Who's that? Apparently they think that you're acting like an idiot again.
Who do they say is going to get picked
Talking
right
too
now?
loud. I'm talking too loud. Whatever. What do you call it? We're Mill Street Cafe.
Mill Street Cafe.
Yeah, this guy calls it Mill Street Cafe. Always Mill Street Cafe.
More hipsters than you can shake a stick at.
Zero blacks.
Zero black.
Zero, like I went to the bathroom just to see if there was a guy selling cologne. None.
Nobody handed me a towel. Nothing.
Yeah.
So who do the Raiders take right now? In your mind, on your
Jalen
board,
Carter.
what does your board say?
$20 worth. Well, offensive line. I got offensive line. I think this is going to be an offensive line.
Which one?
They're going to
Which offensive lineman did you say?
Tyree Wilson. Excellent pick.
Yeah.
Might be the best dressed man at the draft so far. Wait till you see this guy's suit. This guy looks good. No, this guy looks good.
They go with defense.
No, he looks good. He's looking sharp. Like, I'm not gay, but he looks
Yeah,
good.
you are.
No, you are. What are you going to say that? So that's $20. $20 to me. Jalen Carter, the slide continues. This guy's going to go in the second round. So we're at $9.91. $9.91. Keeping it real.
Wow, that's a great pick.
And now the Falcons are on the clock.
Trade.
Bijan Robinson goes next. I'll put my name on it.
I hope the Bears did a running back. Wait a minute.
Atlanta doesn't-
The Bears traded their pick, no?
First overall. They traded with Carolina down to 9. It bothers me that you don't know.
No, I
this.
didn't mean it like that. I was thinking ahead.
Really? You're thinking ahead? That's how you're...
Okay, so what do you think about this pick?
Bijan Robinson right now. Bijan Robinson to the Falcons.
No.
makes a lot
What
of
do you
sense,
think
man.
about this pick right now for the Raiders?
Beautiful. I mean, I had him going possibly third.
Yeah.
He's the top edge rusher in the draft. He's a game changer. No red flags. Everything from the combine to his pro day. The guy's a pro.
Yeah.
And he looks fucking beautiful. Like, I'm gonna get this suit. I'm gonna wear this suit to Otis' second wedding.
Wow.
Look at it. Look at him. You wish you could look that good.
Cousin Jerome said, "You're not gay, but you have tendencies."
Thursday nights.
Anything go Thursday.
Hey man, I'm down for some wild shit. I live in Vancouver, man. Like, look, I've been to Thailand. I know how it's at.
Dude, some you.
Fuka me or fuka you,
That is a nice suit, though.
buddy. By the way, I actually have a good story. I told you about the tranny story in Thailand.
No, you did not, sir, but
That's
I'm
okay.
waiting to hear it right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll tell you right now.
Brothers
On
Talk
air,
Ball
on air.
presents Tranny Talk in Thailand
Tranny
with
Talk.
the sidekick.
Also known as Thailand Nights. So we were in Thailand, me and my wife.
Hold on,
5, 6. This is way before the chop. Wife.
right?
First, so my boy's been living in Thailand. He's been living in Bangkok for 20 years.
Shout out to
Picks
Craig
us up from
Lumsden.
the airport.
Shout out Baldy. He's down there now.
Shout out to Mikey Johnstone. If you're listening to this, I know you're not. Because if there's one person worse at fucking Wi-Fi than fucking Daryl, it's fucking Mikey Johnstone. This guy's been living in Thailand 20 years. Picks me up from the airport. My other homeboy was in China. Met us in fucking Bangkok. Now it's on. He takes us to a raid. First night. I'm eyeballing this girl. Girl, she's a knockout. She's a fucking 10.
Or an 11.
She's like, it's on. Like, it's happening. My wife's right beside me. And I see it, I'm like, fuck, look at this fucking Philly. She's getting, it's happening. Like, this is happening. Without missing a beat, my boy Johnstone just, she's hot, but check out that fucking Adam's apple. without missing a second beat. Clara steps in. I'll give you a hall pass. Go nuts. That's how killer my wife is.
Because in your mind, she was a 10, but she was a really an 11 because she had one more.
Yeah, one more. And she was a knockout. Like, I'm not going to lie. 2 more Bud Lights, I would have thought about it. But we pumped the brakes a little bit. Okay, you hit the button. I can't even hear you. You hit the mute? I can't even hear you now. And this is Brothers Talk. I tell an excellent story. Daryl gets excited, presses a button, and no one can hear him. And now look at him. Look at him. Left, right. Cousin Jerome. You feel me? Me and you got to do a show. Because look at this guy. He lost all sense of fucking professionalism. Because say it. Still nothing. I tell one tranny story. Also, Brothers Talk is now sponsored by Bud Light. 100%. And this guy loses his fucking thing. He's lost.
Hi guys, how you doing?
But that is a true story, I will say. My wife, her timing is impeccable. She's like, go nuts. Go nuts. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it. Like this lady, she was a dime. She's also 6'2", so that should have been the first fucking giveaway. But whatever. Anyone who's been to Thailand knows sometimes you gotta. And now we're fucking. I love it when he aborts the fucking split screen and he gives me the con. Okay, so we're on commercial break. We've talked about Bud Light. We talked about Chinese. We talked about the Dallas Cowboys. We talked about Zeke. I'm hoping the fucking Atlanta Falcons step up and they take. Oh, the pick is in, so they're not trading it. You think what? No, they're all Ritter. They're like Ritter. Bijan. They need a runner. Cordero's fucking. And I love the fact that in the background.
You back on the real drinks?
Of course.
Let's do a shot then.
100%. Hey, pick your poison. I'm
J-Mo?
We're drinking J-Mo's. We're fucking drinking
Of
J-Mo's.
course you are.
And he's back. You got 2 J-Mo's?
Just a little cable came out problem. Story of my
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Bottom line is, I told a tranny story. Daryl got so excited that a cable came out. Just saying.
Wait a minute. Jerome wants to know what part of Thailand.
I was in Bangkok.
Of course you were.
And
Of course you were. Fucking a Chinese
they
story
don't
in
call it Bang
Bangkok.
Pussy. They call it Bangkok. And then went up to Chiang Mai. And then I went to Vietnam.
How was the pho in Vietnam?
Hey, where's your drink?
Hold on.
Exactly. What's that? What is that? Tea? No, there's nothing in there. What a fuck. That's a cowboy. That's a Seahawk. That's a Niner. It's NFC East. Real shit. Man shit. Cheers, buddy.
I had to work in the morning.
Thank you.
Unlike you, fake manager. Pick us in. What do we got?
Bijan. Thanks, buddy.
So it was
That's why I
Bijan?
come to Milltown.
It was Bijan?
Mill Street. No, not yet. Oh, shit. There's a Korean guy giving the announcement. It's like the guy from Walking Dead.
Looks like the girl from Bangkok when he's a man now.
Bijan! Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
That's actually a great pick for
Sanchez
them.
and- No one had that. You didn't have that. Jerome didn't have that. Susie didn't have that. You know what Susie's going to have? Susie's going to have this. That's what Susie's going to have.
Yo, you are wilding.
Sponsored by JMO.
No,
Great pick. Great pick.
Yeah, great pick. And I'm glad it's out of the way.
No, you're not. You're devastated right
Nah,
now.
B. And he's out of my
Don't even talk about Jameer Gibbs. You're devastated right now. Be honest.
and he's out of my division. He doesn't hurt me. I don't mind.
And just pointing out we bet $249 on Bijan, so that's another $249 to Sanchez Incorporated.
What? You're drunk, not me. Relax. Relax.
Yeah, you're drinking chamomile tea on draft day. What's wrong with you? I'm driving home like a man. Fuck.
Why would you say
You
that
know,
out loud?
you know how far this bar is from my
You
house?
feel me?
I'm going to get behind the fucking... I said too much.
Thank you.
Oh, Eagles pick is in.
You know what, though? Me and you should go to Thailand.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that makes sense right now.
Well, financially, for some of us.
Actually,
but
my
I think
boy's
we
down
have
there,
this-
and he lives down there for like 8 months out of the year.
Well, let me get. Where does he live? I'll say the name. The dirtiest fucking stretch of beach in town.
No.
Any person that lives there for 8 months out of the year and then comes back,
No, it's not like that. He has an export business.
oh yeah, that's what he tells you.
He's on the up and up. So listen,
What's his-
Bijan, great
What is
pick.
he? Is he white? He is.
And he's bald and he has glasses.
Oh, Eagles pick is in. They traded. There's a trade.
So who do the Eagles want?
Eagles in Chicago just swapped picks.
So who did they-
Eagles moved up to 9. Pick is in. Let's go.
Okay, so who do they want?
No,
No, he did win. He did go.
I'm gonna go Carter. Carter slips to 9. Carter.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter
Yeah.
right now. This makes sense. Jalen Carter.
That's exactly where I didn't want him to go.
Are you scared again? You're worried about your division?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's the difference between us. You know what? No. Jalen Carter is not gonna fucking.
I'll take the 100 on Jalen Carter right now.
Yeah, I think Carter is the pick. The fact that he moved up. But here's the thing too. Here's a guy who was the number 1 consensus pick for months,
Right.
and we're sweating the ninth pick. All that bullshit that I said an hour
Yep.
ago, it's true now, right? Like people, the experts agree. There's some red flags.
No,
with
Jerome
this
said
young man.
Carter. Let's not be crazy. Philly knows what I knew. He's
And you know what? They lose Javon Hargrave to your San Francisco 49ers. How do you replace him?
I'll make that $100 bet right now on Carter.
No, I'll make a $1,000 bet. 1,000. Want to do it? Whole thing right now? Off the table.
He didn't even give me a chance to answer. He didn't give me a chance to answer. You want to make the bet right now? Forget it. Wow.
This might be one of the best drafts that we've ever done.
No, we're dead
For
on.
us.
We're dead on.
No, the viewers might disagree. This might be terrible.
Right.
Because clearly Daryl is doing Daryl things. Sanchez is carrying the episode. I haven't even done my Christopher Walken.
No, but honestly, this makes Philly a very dangerous team.
Daryl. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. The pick is in.
What is in? What is in?
It's in. The pick is in. They're going to take Carter. They need help on the defensive
For
interior
those of
line.
you that think he needs a red helmet, he does, but he's doing Christopher Walken in his own mind right now. But it actually comes out more Woody Allen.
Daryl, listen now. Listen. Me. Don't be afraid of the Eagles. Just because they dominate NFC East doesn't mean you need to be afraid. Daryl, you know.
I'm gonna turn this mic off again. Like this is not what I signed up for.
Daryl.
Okay, so we're in agreement that Philly didn't want to lose
I think-
Carter, and they went up and got him.
Let's go back to the beer. Dark Matter, please. Hey, just for you, Daryl. have changed from the gin
Gene.
to the dark matter. It's black. It's a lager. And despite your preconceptions, the Dallas Cowboys are going to mess up the draft.
Didn't even realize I turned it off.
Daryl.
The pick is in.
Here we go.
Wow, Jalen Carter is a Philadelphia Eagle. Jerome, tell me what you feel about that right now.
Jalen Carter is going to the Eagles. Jalen Carter has to go to the
Yeah,
Eagles.
he has to. Tell me what you feel about Jalen Carter being an Eagle, Jerome. I'm not happy about it. But you know what? They did lose a lot of players on defense. That's not good.
And that's why.
Yeah.
You know what? And look at him. He's all upset. He's upset because he slipped from number 1 to 9 because he refused to see anyone outside of the top 10.
No, but he was right. He wasn't going to. He knew he was going top 10. He probably talked to Philly earlier than anybody anyway. He knew he was going top 10.
This man right here, cost himself at least $5 or $6 million because he fucking did silly stuff. Look at this. January 15th, President seen a car crash that killed 2 people in Athens, Georgia. March 1st, left Carmine to turn himself into 2 misdemeanor charges. Jerome can relate. March 16th, unknown contest.
But you know what? It doesn't even matter because Philly got their man. I think he's a generational player.
You know what? All joking aside, if he turns out, this could be a huge pick for the Eagles. And Daryl, terrible pick for the Cowboys. Terrible.
It is.
Zero chance to win the East.
But they knew how big a player he was because they went up and they went and got him. And like I said,
And now the Cowboys are preparing to trade out of the first round. Imagine the Cowboys traded with the San Francisco 49ers.
for what?
Everything.
You don't have anything I want.
I'll give you a punter and a 4th rounder. You'll take it.
I'll give you your whole franchise for the money I owe you. You guys are garbage.
You still couldn't cover the money that you owe me.
Even better.
There's a lot.
Even
there.
better. Okay.
And now,
tell me about this player.
Okay, let's bring it full circle.
Yes.
The Chicago Bears, who are picking number 1, they traded down to number 9, traded to 10. The pick is in. Instant pick. What do they do?
Offensive line. They got to protect the quarterback.
Yeah. That's not a bad.
They've got.
Or, just to be that guy, they let David Montgomery go, right?
Peter Skoronsky.
They got a bit of a hole in the running back. Did they take Jahmyr Gibbs?
Maybe. But I think they go with Skoronsky. I think they go with offensive line.
Yes. Yep. Who was my pick as the number 1
Yeah, me
offensive
too.
lineman.
I had him at number 1 too.
It's Skoronsky. He's white, right?
Last time I checked. Not many brothers in Harlem named Skoronsky.
It's a solid white name. You can hang your hat on that. That's a solid 12-year career.
By the way, guys, as the draft goes on, you're going to see him getting drunker and drunker, by the way. He already gave us
I'm
thumbs
not
up.
afraid of life. I'm not afraid. I'm in it to win it. Susie knows this. That's why Susie
I'm
calls
not
me.
going to lie to you. This is a huge move for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's huge.
And he's buffering. He's buffering. He's
No, I'm
buffering.
not buffering. You are.
Hey, Daryl, read it. What does that say?
It says Uri and something. Beer bottle. I don't know.
And look what's back.
And let's be honest, Philly wanted.
The dark matter. The dark matter.
Yeah, Philly wanted Bijan.
Also, what we call Alistair and Daryl.
Okay, even Jerome said it feels needs protection. They got to go offensive line.
Score
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, the pick is in. They're ready right away.
And you know what the funny thing is? If they do take that pick, the Tennessee Titans are sitting there at 11, didn't make a move, didn't give up any trade capital, and Will Levis is still.
Do you understand?
This is like Bill Belichick, New England Patriots. Let's just wait it out kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't make. I'm surprised Dallas hasn't made a trade.
Well, who do they need now? I mean,
Well, it's not about what they need. It's just more like they reek of desperation. They usually make bad decisions when their back's against the wall. And this is usually the time that it happens. So
good thing about the Cowboys is there's a lot of offensive linemen still on the board. That's the good thing.
it's tough because you need everything. And you only have one pick. It's hard to
I know you're drinking dark matter, but it's seeping into your brain. That's huge for Philly. I hate that move for Philly.
That is the fact that you lose Hargrave to free agency and you pick up Carter, assuming Carter is the guy, because I'll stick to my guns. I don't believe he's in the league within 3 years. I think there's
Oh,
shit
come on, you
on
can't
this
say
kid.
that. He messed up and had a bad 8 months of his life. Before that, he was okay. Relax.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
No, you don't. And I think that's the
No,
problem.
no,
You don't
wait.
like him.
If he slipped to the third, I might like
The
him.
problem is you don't like him. That's the problem.
If he slipped to the end of the third, I might like him.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the end of the day, he bet on himself. He said he was going top 10. He went top 10. He went to an amazing franchise. He's going to be in a great
Hey,
situation.
you know what else he bet on? He bet on himself in the drag race, and he killed a couple people.
That's crazy, though. I know. It's crazy.
It's bad.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And to anyone out there who thinks that college kids that are on the verge of NFL stardom don't get money and cars and clothes and shit from their agents and their handlers, how the fuck does he drive? What was he driving in that race? Some fucking $150,000 Trackhawk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like it when people say that, yeah, the NCAA, they've done their due diligence. There's none of this, there's none of that. These people get paid. And that's how it goes. And part of the reason why he got into trouble with this street racing thing is someone gave him a car that he shouldn't have fucking had.
Oh, wait a minute. But he's a kid. You're telling him to be a kid making adult decisions. No. He will now, though.
And
He's going to be held,
And you know
he's
what?
gonna be
And
made
I
accountable in
hope,
Philly.
and you know what? All joking aside, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that he goes on to have a long.
Wait a minute.
Illustrious
Chicago's pick
success.
is in. Darnell Wright.
Oh, no.
You know what? Either way, good pick. They had to go offensive line. They went offensive line. Good pick.
Who do they take?
Darnell Wright. Good player.
Okay, and so quick, the Titans pick is in. Will Levis. Or as Daryl likes to call, Will Lewis.
Hooker. White. We have another.
talking-
We have another.
No hooker. No hooker. We're not talking about your fucking Wednesday night.
Good pick for them. Good pick for Chicago. You're going to protect Fields.
That's what they
Yeah.
need. That's what they need.
Fields got receivers now. Chicago's going to be another improved team.
They are thinking about this. Right, Titans gone enough.
Hey, what do you think about that pick, B?
It made sense. That's what they needed to do.
He's going to secure that edge.
It's one of those things, like you feel kind of like all the action, all the trades that have happened in the last little bit. It's almost disappointing when someone just makes their pick.
Yeah.
But that's what they need to do. Protect Justin Fields. Let that offense, because again, you got to build that offensive line, right? So I don't disagree with that pick.
No, that's a really good pick.
Titans are up. The Titans are up.
So you say Titans go quarterback no matter what?
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing. If they believe in Malik Willis, if they believe in Ryan Tannehill, the top need for the Titans to me is wide receiver. And this might be where you take the top wide receiver off the board.
Okay, who's your top?
From Ohio State.
Oh, so you're
Jackson. I'll say Jackson Smith, and I'll let you pronounce the last half of his name. Najigba.
Najigba is my number one too. I don't think Quentin Jackson is. I think
No. He's
sorry,
yeah.
Johnson.
My second is Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
I like Jordan Addison.
No, I got Zay
But
Flowers
again-
as number two.
it's 6-1. They're all excellent football players.
But listen, you know what it comes down to? Do you want a guy on your outside? Do you want a guy on slot guy? Because Zay Flowers is your slot guy. He's not going to play on the wing.
We're gonna go.
That's just how that's going to go. You're not going to put Zay Flowers out on the wing and spread him out there. And listen, their pick is in, so they know who they want. By the way, I think the draft is pretty much going the way we thought it would go right now.
What? How?
Well, we knew there was going to be movement in the top 10.
We knew there was going to be movement. This level of movement, the Houston Texans picking back to
Yeah,
back.
that was crazy.
Nobody
That was
saw it.
crazy. By the way, Houston Texans
shout
in
out
one draft.
to D'Amico Ryan,
No, listen.
formerly of San Francisco.
But let's
fame.
be real right now. D'Amico Ryan
done.
is already making his presence felt in Houston, and it hasn't started yet. And he's got them insanely better than they were last year in one draft.
insanely better than they were 25 minutes
Yeah.
ago. And that's what happens when a former San Francisco coach goes somewhere else.
Like Charles Haley?
That guy's crazy.
Facts.
That guy's fucking wild.
Facts. And that's not even a joke. Like, that's real talk.
Anyone who fucking understands the story of him in the team meeting,
By the way, Jerome said he doesn't see him going there.
threatening
Jerome,
Joe
right
Montana.
now.
Read about Charles Haley. Read everything you can about Charles Haley. You will be a fan. Charles Haley is a
Is
fucking monster.
insane. Troy Aikman said he used to mess with people just to see who can get away with and see who can mess with.
No, he used to say some crazy shit. Like, he whipped his shit out in a team meeting, wait for someone to look at it and call him a fag.
Yeah.
Who does that? Like, that's legend. I wish I could do that at work.
Well, you kind of do. Whatever you call.
I've tried.
Whatever
but
you
it's-
call work.
It's not big. It's not big enough. So, first pick, Daryl.
Hold on, sir.
Are we catching up?
What's that?
Where's Jerome?
Jerome said, I just asked Jerome. Jerome said he does not see your boy going there.
Okay, number 11 pick is in. Do the Titans take Levis?
No, you take a receiver. You take a receiver right now.
You know what? I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, Vrabel, he loves Tannehill.
Yeah, he does.
He's with him.
He does.
There he is. There's Vrabel. I love Mike Vrabel. I think he's fucking.
You like Vrabel? Nah.
I do.
Old school racist.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, in your world.
Nothing wrong with that.
In your world. But Vrabel goes receiver right now. Our first receiver is going to come off the board now.
You know what? I think I'm with you. I think
By the way,
Jackson Smith Majigba is up.
yes. And by the way, just for the
I
record,
do.
there's no more quarterbacks coming off the board for the rest of the draft, just so you know.
Will Levis. Sorry, Lewis.
Levis is not coming off the board. Sorry.
You don't think he's a first round
No.
talent? He's going.
$100 he doesn't come out in the first round.
100 he goes in the first.
Bet.
Done. All right. Walked in. No fucking hedging.
And don't forget,
Levis go.
Hooker goes before he does. I hedged it. Double whammy.
I hope Will Levis goes right now.
Could you imagine?
I thought he already went. No. You're smarter than you look. The guy to my right,
Yeah.
Skoronsky.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not maybe. It's done.
Well, is Stronsky went? Yeah.
Skoronsky went. And you
Good
know
pick.
what? That to
Good
me,
pick.
that's a vote of confidence for Tannehill and Willis. They're gonna roll with those guys.
Yeah.
As a dynasty card carrying member of the fucking Derrick Henry fan club. Awesome.
Big move for Derrick Henry.
Because you know what? They're moving Derrick
No, I
Henry.
said that's a big move for him.
Exactly. What are you eating right now? Trail mix?
Chocolate covered almond.
It's like he's eating himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's eating himself.
Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, this was my number one offensive tackle in the draft.
Whoa! The Lions pick immediately in. Now what? Fuck, I don't know. I'm lost. now.
Receiver.
I'm lost.
Receiver.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
With Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St.
Oh,
Brown?
yeah.
You think the Lions are going to waste a first-round pick on a fucking wide receiver?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see them going, maybe edge rusher?
Buddy, who'd you guys draft?
Jerome, what do you say? What do you
Christian
say?
McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey.
Jerome, what do you say for the Lions right now, B?
The best pick of the draft, baby.
Okay, so
My boy over here thinks he's throwing shade. He goes, hey, what'd you guys draft? McCaffrey all day long.
oh my gosh. Jerome said cornerback or what?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Look at
Hey,
him. No focus at all.
you're racist. It's racist. Hey, white guy
This
doesn't
drunk
like
white
white
boy,
guy.
look at him.
Over under 50.
Has no idea where he's at right now. He's a pure drunk white boy.
For
Look
who,
at him.
what?
So
Over under 15 and a half
look
games?
at him. Look at him. You watch people?
I'll take the over for
You
100
watch
bucks.
people?
100
This
bucks.
drunk white boy. He's ridiculous to look at. Look at him. No self-control.
I just made a bet. My boy Patty,
Right, Patty, yeah.
the owner of the Mill Street Bar,
Cafe.
whatever you call it, this guy. Trust me, I don't even
Mill
get me
Street
started.
Cafe.
Over under on McCaffrey games next year, 15 and a half. I took the over 100 bucks.
I'll take it.
Hey, don't we have some unfinished business, Patty? We got some bets to square up. Something.
Another
Garoppolo
white
and
boy named
some
Patty.
stuff.
That's how the world is. By the way,
Hey, Daryl.
Jerome says they take either a wide receiver or a cornerback right now.
The Lions? Whoa! Jahmyr Gibbs goes to the
What?
Lions.
Oh my gosh!
DeAndre Swift.
Wow.
What's that? What's that? Oh, for
I
the
owed you 50, you owe me 20.
yeah.
Simple math.
You're a man.
30.
Wow.
Hey, Daryl. You see that?
I never thought of that.
Daryl, that's a man that just paid his debt. He's a Lannister. Patty from fucking Milltown Pub and Grill is a Lannister. He's a Lannister. You can learn from this. That's how it's done.
Let's talk about this. That's a fucking huge move for Detroit.
I'm just gonna leave that right
You
there.
do that. Look how drunk he is. He just got drunker and drunker the whole show. Look at him. It's a disaster to watch. Look, doing goofy white shit now. Look, licking money. That's how. By the way, that's how COVID started. Just so we know.
COVID started in China.
And you're Asian, so it's the same thing.
Same. but
Asians
different.
look-
My wife's from China.
Asians licking
sort of.
money started COVID. That's what he started just now. Yo, you
now,
feel me, Jerome?
Me
You
and
feel
Patty are. Me and
He's
Patty
done.
are
Like
square.
the whole show's done now. So tell me what you think this means for Detroit. Huge move. Can't even listen. Huge move for Detroit.
You know what the hugest move is? Daryl paying his debts. That's a huge
Are
move.
we gonna refocus? What do you think this means for Detroit?
These guys are fucking hugging and screaming. That just shows how much they feel about DeAndre Swift.
Is that what you think?
It's not what I think, it's what I know. How can you feel confident in DeAndre Swift when you just spent the fucking 12th pick in the draft on Jahmyr Gibbs?
Ooh, it is kind of, yeah. but they had a two-headed horse last year, right? With Williams. Well, maybe,
Yeah, but Williams.
but maybe they're
Williams
maybe
left.
they're thinking that's what they want.
True.
But the bad thing is,
But that draft capital on him.
I know. But the bad thing is, Gibbs might be better than Swift.
No.
You don't think so?
Did you say Gibbs might be better than Swift?
Yeah.
Well, clearly Detroit thinks so. So I don't know.
Yo, how would you feel if you're Swift right now?
How would you feel if you ever won a bet?
Fucking drunk white boys. Look at them. Ladies and gentlemen, for the rest of the show, we introduce drunk white boy shit. I bet you're gonna
Other, not drunk
all right,
white boy.
drunk other shit.
I'm another.
I bet you're gonna buy more liquor with that.
No.
Wait a minute. Question. By the way,
This. I'll buy it with this. I'll buy it with that. I'll buy it with that. Hey-o! That's what happens when you manage.
by the way, question. Is that sunlight I see in back of you in Vancouver?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Wow.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
What's up?
He's back.
How you doing?
Okay, we're bringing it.
Step back here.
Here we go.
What's up, big man?
That right there,
Yeah.
that's a black.
Yeah, well,
You scared to answer.
Yeah, put
You
me on
scared to
that.
answer.
yeah.
On a footnote,
What's the bet though?
the GM of my San Francisco 49ers,
Okay.
his name's John Lynch.
Jerome, I don't think Swift.
He is going to trade up into the first round, maybe.
Okay, I'll let the white boy be the white boy. Jerome, I don't think his days are
saying
numbered.
that
I
earlier
think last
today.
year,
That's not
There's some
King
people who
Williams,
think
he
that
liked the
John
way
Lynch
Fred
is
and
going
Monster
to trade
work,
up into
and
the
I think
first
they want to
round.
depend on it. But let's look at something too. Swift, over the last 2 years, at least almost 3.5, has not stayed on the field. So I don't know if they're protecting they're like just.
There's some people who think San Francisco's going to trade up.
I don't know if they're just using a backup right now for what they're doing, but I think it's a great move for Detroit. Either way, but I don't think it has anything to do with them being like messed up on Swift. I just think they're trying to get an insurance policy right now. It's not a bad pick. I think they could have did more. It's not a bad pick, but if you're
You
Swift,
spend your first round selection on an insurance policy.
if it's Swift, you got to feel away.
That to me just shows there's something up with. They just don't believe in
Jerome just said he says Swift number in Detroit is done. You think that's it for Swift? You agree?
Me and Jerome finally, Jerome, me and you
I
together.
don't think so.
Kumite.
But listen, Swift cannot stay on the field though. He gets injured all the time.
He is the Tony Pollard of the NFC North.
All right, let's go to the next pick.
What? Okay, the Packers.
Yes.
13. Pick is in. I'm good. I'm good.
You're gonna see the first wide receiver come off the board right now.
I got this.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm good. That's all
There's
I need.
no way they don't draft a receiver right now. There's no way. And you know what's ironic?
This is where the first wide receiver off the board.
That's what I was
comes.
just saying.
They lost Alan Lazard. They lost fucking Aaron Roger. They got Jordan Love.
But here's the bad part about it. They wait till Rodgers leaves and they finally draft a wide receiver in the
Jackson
first round.
Smith and Jigba right
Crazy.
now. Jackson Smith and Jigba
Crazy.
right now. Green Bay's taking a wide receiver.
But sidekick, here's what I said that's crazy and ironic. It's ironic that Rodgers is gone and now they're going to take a receiver in the first round.
If he's still on the board,
That's all Rodgers asked for. Talk's funny. If you're watching right now, all your team has ever asked for when Rodgers was there was a wide receiver in the first round. Rodgers is gone, and now they're going to draft one.
They might.
And if they don't, I don't get them. They didn't?
Lucas Van Ness.
Defensive
Defensive end,
end?
Iowa. Hey, Green Bay is doing Green Bay things.
Facts. I don't understand that organization at all. I know my boy Talks Funny just jumped out the window. I can't believe it just happened. Why? Jerome, tell me you understand this. Even Jerome just said, whoa. I don't understand it either.
Yeah. I mean, no. This kid's a good fucking
He is.
prospect. He's got
He
talent,
is.
but
I have him at number 3.
okay. I had the Packers. They're drafting these wide receiver, tight end, defensive line.
100%.
They went defensive line. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was so far down the list.
And where was he on the? Oh, we have a Milltown Green Bay fan here. Apparently loves Van Ness.
How could they not have taken a receiver?
He's white.
Facts. I do like the fact that all these receivers are dropping.
By the way,
Dallas,
just quick update on the numbers for all of you who are watching at home. All 16 of you.
though. This is crazy.
Black Watch here in Mill Street Cafe.
Mill Street Pub. And he played hockey.
No brothers.
Okay, so
The closest thing to a brother is Booker McFarland on the fucking TV screen right now.
absolutely.
That's it.
Okay, so the next pick is the Patriots.
That's it.
Patriots?
And there's a trade. It traded. The Patriots traded the pick to the Steelers. And the Steelers are on the clock.
What is going
Wow.
on right now? So
This might be where your Gonzalez goes.
Yeah.
This might be because they need a corner.
badly.
I think Gonzalez goes right now. I'll put 20 on it. I'll put 20 on
You
it.
put 20 on Gonzalez? Okay, I'll take
8
that
to
bet.
1. 8 to 1.
Wow. Okay, we can say for sure it's Mike Tomlin. He wants defense. But they do need receivers.
Okay, give me 3 to 1.
No,
I'll take Gonzalez. 3 to 1.
no. You could be a man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daryl could have just earned $20. You know how hard Daryl has to work to earn $20 these days? He has to volunteer at the St. Catherine Street Players 3 days a week. And he tries. He really tries. His Shakespearean background. Daryl is he's a thespian. He's an actor. He still can't make
Those are
$20.
facts.
And I'm gonna make him $20 right now. Let's do it. $20.
Wait a minute.
3 to 1.
Allen Robinson is with the Steelers right now? That's not bad.
How do you not know that?
They don't need a receiver.
How do you not know Allen Robinson signed?
Because who cares about Allen Robinson? They're definitely going to go defense. I was thinking that too, Jerome. Nolan Smith on the defensive end. The other, that's not bad. It's not bad, Jerome.
No, Gonzalez.
That's another edge.
Fine, you take Nolan Smith. I take Gonzalez. $20.
Miles Murphy.
Only-
No,
only-
take the bet or don't take the bet.
Take it.
Believe in your bet or shut up.
$20.
$20. I say Gonzalez doesn't go right now. Fine, it's done. $20 on Gonzalez.
Yeah, and you're taking the defensive end,
No,
right?
$20 on Gonzalez.
Fuck it. $20. I don't
All
care.
right.
I'm a man. I'm a
No,
man.
you're not, but okay.
I have fucking testicles. This guy with this ball.
If the Steelers are jumping up, they're not jumping up for a
Okay,
DB.
I'm taking $20. Gonzalez or bust. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
It's going to be Nolan. It might be Miles Murphy, too.
No, Gonzalez. For $20. Let's do it.
Jerome, are you watching this drunk white boy? Are you watching this shit, Jerome?
Gonzalez.
Wow. And look at his trigger.
Christian Gonzalez. Not Nolan Smith.
He's, sit-
I'll do it for $20. I don't
he's,
give
sit-
a
he's
fuck.
sitting there drinking for like 2 minutes, Jerome.
It's
And look at-
fucking fun
Dead
coupon.
drunk.
Fun
And he
coupon.
thinks he can hang in Philly or Montreal. We'll kill him.
Yeah, Jones, yeah, Jones.
You're sitting there drinking for 10 minutes, bro.
Okay, you take Patrick Jones? Yeah, insider trading.
Look at him. Look at him.
Okay, fine. I got 100 on Patrick Jones.
Can't stay focused for 2 minutes, B.
Fuck it. You gotta wake up early. Patrick Jones.
You can never swing in the
I'm
jungle.
gonna say Patrick Jones.
Look at him.
This guy. These Asians, they always have this fucking. They have the numbers. They have the numbers figured out. They quantify shit. Ah, it's Broderick. You need to get
They- Broderick?
right. Patrick Jones. This guy tried to fucking pull a Sanchez. He goes Patrick Jones.
He said it. He said
Patrick
it. He's the one
Jones.
that
Patrick
said
Jones.
They went on offensive tag. You know what? That's not a bad call. They got to protect their young quarterback.
He said it.
They have
I was
absolutely no
so
offensive line.
upset.
I
No,
don't mind that.
but I see it in his eyes. I was like, Daniel's a dirty dog. Patrick Jones,
He
wait.
said, he
Right away,
said
I'm
I
like,
was
who's Patrick
disrupting
Jones? Who's
You
Patrick
still have
Jones?
Cody Munch and
Roderick
Harrison
Jones.
left on the offensive line for Dallas if they want to go that way. What's scaring me, Jerome, you'll know this too. What's scaring me is that white boy tight end from Notre Dame is creeping down, and I don't really want that.
Okay, here's the question. The Jets now are on the clock, 15. This is the pick. They swap with the fucking Packers. What do the New York Jets do right
They don't
now?
need much.
They don't need much.
No. I don't know why you don't believe in
They,
them.
they need help across the whole offensive
Yeah,
line.
I would shore. That's what I was gonna say. I would shore up the line right now. No. You know what I would do for Aaron Rodgers? I would give him that tight end, Notre Dame. I give
Meyer?
Michael Meyer because he loves tight ends.
I actually have, beside offensive guard and offensive tackle, tight end is my third need.
Yeah,
for the Jets.
I'm going Michael Meyer right
But
now.
I don't think Michael Meyer is worth the fucking 15th overall.
For Aaron
pick.
Rodgers, he is.
I think they go offensive line. I think they go offensive line. You know what? I've had enough of this. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
Good, because I really can't wait to talk about this.
I have no idea. I want to think gold.
Yo, that is some crazy drunk white boy shit right now. Just look. Hold on. Watch. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Just a waste and a disaster. This is why any parents watching right now, don't let your kids drink. Yeah, I agree. Tight end for Aaron Rodgers, Drew. Like for sure. Broderick is a good call though. I do. I'm not even gonna lie.
All right,
I wouldn't mind somebody on defensive line for Dallas. I really wouldn't mind that, man, at all. Like offensive.
I'll be back. Hopefully, you can carry the show for once in your life. Don't mess
I
up.
hope you bump into somebody, like have a Karen moment and get arrested right now with your drunk ass. You can't even focus right now. Look at him. What a waste. Look at him. What a waste. Look at him. He's so drunk. White boy shit. White boy shit, Jerome. Look at him. I'm sorry, man. We're here to watch the draft, and we got to watch the drunkest white boy on planet Earth right now. And we're not even an hour or so into the draft, and he just messed up right now. Like a walking disaster. All right, let's get to the real show. Yo, Jerome, facts. Serious white boy wasted. All right, so let's do this. Aaron Rodgers, Finley, Chumunga, he's been a tight end quarterback his whole career. He loves that safety valve, and he has a top one in the draft right now. But Myers says Myers is exactly tailor built for him. Gets open. There's a big target. Blocking suspect, but maybe the best hands of all the tight ends in the draft right now. And listen, they do. Listen, I can see them going offensive line right now, like just to protect them, because actually he's long in the tooth. It might make more sense for the Jets to actually go offensive line, protect Aaron Rodgers, maybe even after the draft is over. We'll find some veteran help in the offensive line. But listen, if you give Aaron Rodgers help right now with the weapons that he has, he's going to be a problem. There's no doubt about the fact that Aaron Rodgers right now is obviously long in the tooth. But I mean, he just missed the playoffs last year with nobody at receiver. Now he has young, like Garrett, like the receivers that he has right now are young bucks that are in there and can play this game. So to give him a tight end wouldn't be a bad thing. The thing that I know is going on right now is they don't know what they want to do because that pick is not in. And let's face it, Aaron Rodgers right now has turned into the general manager of the New York Jets. He asked for Alan Lazard. He wanted him to go out and get Odell. They didn't. Don't think they needed to. And he wanted Randall Cobb again. I don't know if they're going to get Cobb, but they do have enough for him to be comfortable now. Does he need offensive line help? Yes, he does. But Aaron Rodgers has proven that give him receivers and nothing much around him matters. Not to mention that he has a running back as well, like a really good running back, even though he got hurt. I can see them going on. I think the smartest thing for them to do would go offensive line. I think the thing that Aaron Rodgers wants the most, you can tell by him being GM and the fact that the pick is not in yet. I know he wants a tight end. Yeah, that's the thing, Jerome. He really is the general manager of this team. Everything he wanted, he asked for it, they went and got it. And then they got him, right? And then they did it just before the draft so they can get a bit more insurance. So they moved down right now, not many spots, and they gave up a bit for next year. Here's the only, we were talking about it offline. The only thing that the Packers did that didn't make sense to me at all was saying if he plays in 65% of his games, that second round pick that he gets next year turns into a first round. And I don't get that because obviously it's Aaron Rodgers. He has a career of staying on the field. He doesn't get hurt. And you know how he is with his ego alone. He'd stay on the field and play with a broken foot if it meant he knew 55% of the game. So essentially, they get 2 first rounds for Aaron Rodgers this year and next year. But listen, the thing for the Jets to do that really makes sense is for them to protect the offensive line. Anton Harris is out there and Cody Munt. Both of them great picks on the offensive line. And even as we're moving down in the tier, one of the strong fields in this draft for me was offensive line. Definitely offensive line. Definitely defensive edge. And a bit of defensive tackle as well. Receivers are good 1 through 4. After that, it kind of falls off. We were talking about the fact that Aaron Rodgers, the smart thing for them to do would be to protect him and get something on the offensive line. But he does love tight ends.
They need offensive line.
Yeah, but he does love tight ends, though. And like I said, if you give him weapons, he'll get the ball to the weapon. So do they go offensive line or do they go with tight end?
They go offensive line.
What do you have for their needs? Their needs are kind of across the board as well, but
No, Jets need offensive line. Guard, tackle.
yeah. Anything else? I said offensive line and tight end.
I mean, normally I would say wide receiver, but they went out. They picked up your cousin, Alan Lazard.
Oh my God.
Don't act like he's not related to you. Izzard, Lazard, same.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's your boy.
Absolutely. Not spelled the same or even pronounced the same, but you're right. Question.
Question, Daryl. Do you believe that Alan Lazard is different than Izzard?
They freaked out everybody and get a receiver right now.
Daryl. Alan Lazard might be the best wide receiver in the draft. And you got him.
We'll try again. I'll just let you go on your own tangents, and when you're done, you're done. Would they freak everybody out right now and get a wide receiver?
Daryl, I told you yesterday that the New York Jets have Alan Lazard. It's your cousin. Why would they, in good faith, select a receiver?
No, I don't. I just watched it.
And with that, I'm out.
That is a huge example of why you shouldn't drink. He is mad drunk. He made it to pick number, let's count together. 17, is it? 16? 14? Pick 13 in the draft before he tapped out from being too drunk. Wow. That's a walking disaster right there. If he doesn't go home and bother everybody around him, I'm pretty sure he'll be back. But don't worry, guys. I'm not going anywhere here for the draft. Jerome, if you're there, it'll be me and you, B. And thank goodness, somebody get that boy a nap. And he has to work tomorrow. Wow. Walking disaster. Okay, we're gonna be on a slight delay. If you're watching it live with me, I'm on a delay here, so you'll probably know the pick before I say it, but who cares? We're going in anyway. So it's the New York Jets. Like I said, in all theory, the New York Jets need a lot of help on the offensive line. That would be the way for them to go if it was me. But again, Aaron Rodgers is their GM. So I think we're at the point where whatever Aaron Rodgers wants, that's what he's going to get. So we're going to have to kind of figure it out through Aaron Rodgers right now. But here we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this online right here. We're getting there in a second. Actually, we're there. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, I was right, Jerome. There's your next president of the United States, by the way, this little kid. America loves that shit. Oh, boy. They went linebacker. Linebacker. Like, don't get it twisted. In terms of my linebackers, let me go to my linebacker page. In terms of my linebackers, I had Will McDonald somewhere around 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. He does have bend, he does have burst. Comes from a good program, but I'm just surprised the Jets went that way. I guess the Jets are figuring they're comfortable with their offense and they're going to stick with it. So there's no holes in it. They don't feel it needs to be fixed. So I guess they decided to go that way. But I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and they seem happy about it too. I don't get it. I thought for sure they were like. I thought for sure they're going to protect Aaron Rodgers. Maybe the fix is in. Maybe we don't know. I'll tell you what. This guy's a crazy athlete, though. Obviously, we're watching the tape right now. Athlete in every sense of the word. And listen, linebacker wouldn't hurt. And let's not get crazy. The Jets have a great running back. They have great receivers, and now they have Aaron Rodgers. I don't think they're going to be missing anything on offense. The only problem is going to be is if you get to Rodgers, because Rodgers is old now. And but Rodgers has that quick release. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't think it's the way I would have won if I was the Jets. But listen, I'm not the GM. Aaron Rodgers is. So obviously Jerome is right. He has a say in this pick. So I guess he got what he wanted. I guess they got what they wanted. But I don't get that pick, man. Coming up with the next pick, we have the Commanders. Now, the Commanders were scaring me for a minute because I thought for sure Gibbs or Bijan would have been for them down there for them to come up. But listen, there's receivers everywhere right now. Nobody's touching receivers. This is a football team that might actually take a shot at a quarterback right now. They just might. Also, receiver help. So what do I have for the Commanders? Commanders need a cornerback. They also need an offensive tackle, and they need a quarterback. So, look, we all know the Commanders are built on that defense with Montez Sweat and your boy at the end. The problem with their defense is they stay on the field too long. The offense can't move the ball, so their defense gets tired. So you would think either they go get a quarterback right now to actually protect them and help them, or they get an offensive lineman. They didn't? Wow. So they didn't pick up Jamar Chase's option. Oh, please don't. I'll take him. I'll take him in a second. And I would give you a third and a fourth round pick for Jamar Chase next year. Or maybe they know something about what we don't know after that knee got reconstructed and he's back. Maybe they think he doesn't have the bend or they're twitching it. Yeah, you're right, Jerome. They're gonna do what they do. But for me, Washington, listen, Dan Snyder's gone. Okay. So obviously, I don't think they're going to be as dysfunctional as they were in the past. And I think obviously now, at least they have the ability to maybe go and get the things they need and not be so crazy about the choices they made in the past. They have to get better because Dan Snyder was just a disaster as an owner. But look, no matter what they do, if they don't get a quarterback right now, they got to stir up that offensive line. Forever that who is that quarterback now? Who is the quarterback? I don't even care, to be honest. But Washington is one of those teams that, they've got enough defense to actually go somewhere and do something, but they're on the field too long. And look, oh my gosh. Jerome will notice more than anybody, but the New York Giants had no business giving Danny Dimes all that money. There's no way he's worth it. I think the Giants are smiling right now, knowing how many receivers have come off the board. Listen, it's creeping up there. Top 3 receivers are still there. But does Washington grab one of them now? I think they have to. Listen, Scary Terry, we know gets off the ball. We know he's nice. They can go tight end right now to help Scary Terry, or they can give him help on the other side. They can give him up on the other side. But this is where we're at, man. And okay, they lost Carson Wentz. Listen, they've got to be looking at quarterback, don't they? Don't they have to be looking at quarterback? Man, I thought they did. I think they should. I would. I'd be looking at a quarterback right now if I was Washington. And the pick is in. Okay, at least we're there. Do they take Hooker? That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't hurt them if they took a quarterback right now, like at all. Like I wouldn't be scared if they took a quarterback at all. So, look, Hooker to me, as I said at the beginning of the show, even though this man didn't want to hear it, is the number 4 quarterback to me. Like he just. Okay, here we go. Obviously, Jerome knows by now. It's coming up to me. Everybody watching live, you probably know by now. I'm on a delay. So here we go. Okay. Okay. Forbes is nice. Obviously they need help back there, but again, Jerome, I don't understand this, man. I don't understand this either. Jerome, like he's got the height, he's got the dimensions, but Gonzalez is still out there. And it does absolutely nothing for the offense with this ball. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, like he's nice, but okay. So the knock on Emmanuel was he's so light in the ass, it's crazy. Can they get him up to NFL size? Are the bigger receivers in the NFL going to beat him up? Yeah. I mean, if you line him up against a D-Hop, what's he going to do with Deebo Samuels? What's 166-pound DB going to do with Deebo Samuels? I don't get it, man. I do not get that. Pick it up when Gonzalez was still there. Consensus number 1. Yo, you're gonna have to explain this one to me, Washington. This is a case of Washington being Washington again. I do not get what Washington just did just now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jerome. I don't get it at all, man. Why would you not give Scary Terry a weapon to keep the heat off of him? Or get a quarterback in your future. Yeah, no. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for me. I do not get this pick at all. I do not get why they went this way. Makes no sense to me. Let's move on. Pittsburgh traded this pick. Who did they trade the pick with? I can't remember who's next. Let's go. Whoever the Pats. Pats got to go receiver. Okay, now Gonzalez came off the board. Facts. Look at Bill. Bill Belichick knew. Listen, this guy was supposed to come off this board the team before this. Like, I don't know why you would take Emmanuel before you took him. His intangibles are crazy. He ran a 4.3. He's got the height. He was the consensus #1 DB coming out of the draft. Like, and okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have one of those drafts where everybody looks back and goes. This is why the Commanders are the Commanders. Look who they had and look who they took. Like, when something's staring you in the face and you go against it just to go against it, I do not understand it. I do not get it. Like, I don't get it. Yeah. Look, Bill Belichick knows defense. He's a defensive coach. He's a Bill Parcells disciple. He's gonna know what to do with this kid, period. And this is the kind of kid you can start building a defense around, right? Because let's just face it, he's gonna lock down that side of the field. Whoever you put him on, he's gonna lock him down. And the fact that he went this late in the draft, I didn't have him going this late. I really didn't have him going this late. But that's a gift that fell into Belichick's lap, and he knew it. And he knew it. And Belichick, knowing what he knows, I'm sure Belichick was sitting there going, okay, Gonzalez is going to go before Emmanuel. It's not that I don't like Emmanuel. I like his quickness. I like his burst and everything. But NFL receivers are just too big for a 166-pound kid. I don't know, man. They better put some NFL vitamins into this kid and get his weight up. But Gonzalez right now is ready. He's game ready and he's ready to go. Okay, so next we have on the clock, we have the second pick for Detroit. Now, Detroit confused us with that first pick, man. Detroit went somewhere we didn't know where they were going. Obviously, they have a running back in Swift. They decided that they wanted to go another direction with Gibbs. Maybe they wanted to keep Gibbs out of somebody else's hands. Look, somebody's going to have to explain that pick to me because I understand it right now. Jerome, I'm going to say this, and just me and you right now, but at the end of the day and everybody watching, I don't like the fact that Notre Dame tight end is dropping because I know Dallas is going to take him. I'm not crazy, but a tight end in Dallas right now. I like the kids we have, man. And I have a feeling they're going to go tight end if he's still sticking around. You like Hooker? Tampa Bay or Seattle, St. Louis. Yeah, maybe. There's still I don't think another quarterback's coming off the board. I really don't. I really don't. Well, teams with multiple picks can actually afford to do that right now. But here we go. Christian Gonzalez. First thing she said to him, good things come to those who wait. And you know why she said that? Gonzalez, this pick right now? Because everybody knows he should have went before that. And he sat there and he hung down and he went late. And it's Colombian. ¿Qué pasó, mano? Arepas, hermano, arepas. ¿Qué pasó? Give me an arepas, Colombiana, man. Shout out to my girl, Jessica, man. Take it easy, man. Yeah, I love that pick. I love that pick for Bill Belichick. I really, really, really do. That was a great pick. So Jerome sees a quarterback coming off the board right now. I don't know. I don't know why Jerome thinks Seattle just signed a quarterback and who they like. I'm not sure if they're ready to jump into the future and say, okay, let's do it now. They probably got another year with Geno Smith. But I don't know if you put that kind of pressure on Geno Smith right now to say, here's your heir apparent. Give Geno Smith another year. I mean, he came in like a champ, comeback player of the year, ran that offense. I don't think there's anything broken with that right now. You can use those picks to fill up other holes that you have on a team, which you're obviously doing now. So if I'm Seattle, I don't know if I go for a quarterback right now. By the way, Tampa Bay is a team that I have on my list that needs everything. So no matter which way they go, it has to improve them because let's just say it. They bet the farm on Brady. They won. They won because he got the chip. Now, did he get as many chips as they thought he was going to get? No, but he only got signed for 2 years, and in 2 years won a chip. So at the end of the day, no harm, no foul, right there. By the way, isn't he making $150 billion this year as a broadcaster? Which is crazy. I mean, it's good to be America's Wheatie quarterback. As long as you're on that Wheaties box and you're all American, America loves you, baby. So for us right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at the fact that we got Detroit coming up and Tampa Bay coming up. Tampa Bay. I have their pick as the best player on the board. So whoever the best player is going to be on the board right now, that's who I would go with. That's who I would go with right now. Detroit, because of their first pick, and I don't know where they were going with that running back situation. I don't know what they were doing with that. We're going to have to figure out where they're going next pick. I still say they can use a defensive edge. Oof. They can actually, in my mind, actually protect the quarterback. If not, I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go right now. But we're going to see. Nolan Smith, not a bad pick, my friend. And let's face it, Hutchinson is going to get pressure up the middle. He's going to do what he does. Now, do they compliment Hutchinson? I think so. I think they get help with Hutchinson on the other end. So let's just figure that out right now. You know what? Jack Campbell's still out there at linebacker. Who's a monster linebacker. And if there's something that we know about Detroit right now, their defense is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Their pick is in. Their pick is in. So let's figure out where they're going with that. But as far as I know, as far as I can see right now, they're good. They're good. They messed up their first pick. They can make up for it right now. I say they give help to Hutchinson. Or they secure that offensive line. But you might be right here, Jerome. Maybe it's time for Detroit to come in and take their quarterback of the future right now. Maybe Hooker is good. Maybe it's good for them to think about Hooker right now. Because at the end of the day, they need a quarterback of the future. They need a quarterback of the future. So let's see if they ride that one out right now. All right, so Detroit's pick is in. One thing about Detroit's pick being in right now, they knew what they wanted. And as I'm looking at the war room, they're happy with the pick. They're happy with where they went. Here we go. Yeah, for real, Jerome. I really don't want to tight end. I would rather shore up the defensive line. I really love a defensive tackle. I really want to shore up the run in Dallas. I'm just tired of everybody running through us. And plus, if you get help up the middle, it'll help out. Help out everybody. Help out our linebackers and really help out Micah. So that way, everybody knows it. Just protect up the middle and just watch the edge. We got to get them scared everywhere. So here we go. Detroit is in. I said it. Jack Campbell. I said it, man. Jack Campbell was out there. Listen, Jack Campbell right now is a beast, my friend. Jack Campbell is my number 2 linebacker in the draft right now. And I'll tell you what, I love this for Detroit. Detroit's all defense right now, man. They're all defense right now. He's a north to south guy. He plugs up the middle, and he's great in coverage. Look, Jack Campbell is a monster pick for Detroit right now. The only problem that I have with the Lions that they did right now is that pick at that running back pick. Don't get it. Don't get it. Jerome might be right about Swift. It might be over for Swift. I don't know, man. I do not know, man. But for right now, all I can say is they made a great comeback with the next pick. My thing about Jack Campbell that I like too is as a linebacker, he's that steady linebacker that plays where you want to. He clogs up the middle. He really reads the field well, and he's NFL ready. You know what I mean? He's NFL ready. Give me a second. So right away, we need to. So for me, great pick for Detroit right now. Detroit's solid, and they made up for that first pick in the first round. So yeah, I'm not going to say I mind that pick at all. So right now we're moving on to Tampa Bay, and listen. Let's face it. Tampa Bay got their picking right away. Tampa Bay didn't wait. Tampa Bay didn't have a problem. Tampa Bay knew what they wanted right away, and they said, "Let's go get it." So we're gonna see right now where Tampa Bay goes. I think if they're smart, they take their quarterback in the future. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jerome. Yeah, he said it right away. I asked him. He said it right away. They have to go for the quarterback of the future. And here we go. When the camera goes to a quarterback right away, you know what they have in mind for somebody. And right now, what they have in mind for themselves is a quarterback. Listen, they need it. If there's any team in the NFL that needs a quarterback right now, it's no. I'm, I don't care if you call me a homebody right now. I don't care. I'm very happy for my Dallas Cowboys right now. My Dallas Cowboys have a lot of good players still on the board, and if you think about it, we're at pick number beautiful number. We're at pick number 19 right now. Wide receivers are on the board. Would I mind another wide receiver in Dallas? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Nope. Nope. Not even a little bit. Uh, Sammy Fuco is still on our bench. We got him from 2 years ago. We got Tobert that is making strides this year. But let's face it, man. Take all the receivers you can get in Dallas. There's still offensive line help as well. No, here we go. They went defensive end. Look, can't be nice. He's a very, very nice defensive end. They got him at end. I look at him more as a tackle. Like I would bring him inside. I like him more inside, but he can go either way, outside or in the inside. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, not the pick I would go, man. Uh, Jerome, tell me the truth, man. Why are they not selecting the quarterback of the future now? Unless they think the rebuild's building on defense first. That's the only way I see it. But again, I was hoping he would drop for us too, to tell you the truth. Um, but you know what? At defensive tackle, like, we still got a few out there. We still got a few out there. I mean, Canty was my number three. We still got Smith. We still got Brooks. We still got the African brother too. So there's names out there. There's names out there. But he's one of those players that gets down the field. A lot of people were comparing him to a later Aaron Donald, but listen, let's just face it. Anytime you play the inside of the defensive line, everybody's going to say Aaron Donald's name first. So I get it, but yeah, I know, Jerome. I did not get that pick either. I did not understand that pick either. So for me, mm, mm, would I have went that way? I don't know. I don't know if I would have went that way. But again, Tampa Bay bet the farm, and they gave away the farm. They gave away their money. They gave away their draft capital for Tom Brady. Let's just face it. They got their chip, and for the next 2 years, they're just gonna have to deal with it. And I mean, who's the quarterback? Baker Mayfield, I think. No, Baker Mayfield's in. I don't even know. I can't keep up with this stupidness. But at the end of the day, they should have went quarterback. Um, yeah, I don't understand that one at all, Jerome. So Tampa Bay, we're going. Seattle's number two pick. Look, I think we can see which way Seattle's going now. Look, they got a strong running back. They still got Metcalf. They still got Lockett. Lockett's getting a bit longer in the tooth now. But is here where we see that tight end come off the board. I keep on saying tight end. I think it's in my heart of hearts. I want him to go. I think I want Michael Meyer to go because I don't think I want to end up having a shot at him because I think the Cowboys may take a shot at him. But Seattle. Okay, I'll tell you one thing that happened because after Seattle's pick, I think it's the Chargers. It looks like the Chargers are stuck with Eckler. It looks like they're stuck with Eckler because it looks like everything that they wanted at running back is gone. So everything that they wanted at running back is not there and not going anywhere, and they're stuck with what they have. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. So at the end of the day, yeah. And just to give you a heads up, even though I want to stay and do the rest of the draft, I'm having a bit of problems with my studio today and the neighbors because they're kind of giving me the cue because I have until 11. But if we don't get to the Cowboys pick until 11, if I'm going to stop it just after the Cowboys pick because I don't want to go to jail tonight because I may go to jail tonight for people making noise. But we're not going to have to worry about this in the future because this new season of Brothers Talk Ball, we're going into a soundproof studio. So we'll be able to make all the noise we want. So we're just in the good time to tell you, we're in the middle of building a new studio for Brothers Talk Ball. So it's going to be a new look, all new coming up for this football season. So take a look at that and take a look for that. Because we're going to bring the best to you and we keep on growing every year. And it's time that, I think we're all used to this look, but it's time for a different look. So you're going to get a brand new look this year at Brothers Talk Ball. All right. And then that way I can sit here in my own studio and talk to you like a normal person without the headaches of anybody bothering you or anything about it. Okay. So I promise if I have to cut it short today, it's not because of you. It's not because of anything we do. It's just because, that's how it's kind of world we live in. Okay, so let's go with Seattle. Seattle, what does Seattle need? Look, I think we can safely assume that it might be the last year of DK Metcalf in Seattle. I don't think he's going to be there another year. It might be time to find his replacement now. Look, Quentin Johnson's still out there. Zay Flowers is still out there. Look, these wide receivers have to stop coming off the board. I mean, the last time this happened, CeeDee Lamb fell to us at 16. By the way, congratulations to CeeDee Lamb for signing his 5th year. Congratulations to the Cowboys for doing it. He's going to make $17 million next year. Now let's sign him early, or let's give Micah his money early, or let's give Diggs his money early, and I'll tell you why. Because we have $16 million coming to us in cap room this year. If you're not going to use it on any players this year, just spend the money on the players that we have now. Spread it out over a couple of years. Save ourselves the headache and stop doing what Dallas always does and holding off and holding off and holding off until you get outbid by everybody. And either you make a stupid mistake overspending on somebody or you make another stupid mistake by letting them go because you should have paid him earlier. I mean, he did it with Dak. If you didn't learn from Dak, you should have signed Dak earlier and they don't want to cost you later. But them is our boys. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have Seattle. Listen, Seattle has gone down to the wire with this pick. Is it possible there's a trade coming up? Is somebody moving up maybe? That pick is not in. And I know I'm on a delay, so you guys are probably there before me. But I'm inside the last minute with Seattle, so I don't know if Seattle really knows what they're going to do. So, yeah, we have Kincaid up. We have Levy up. We have Nolan Smith, who obviously Jerome loves. I say Seattle go for a receiver right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jerome. Seattle has to take a wide receiver right now. You've got to find Metcalf's replacement now. And let's face it, man, Lockett. I mean, Lockett's production over the last 2 years has been 700-800 yards a season. Maybe 1,000-yard receiver 2-3 years ago. It's time to find it. I don't see why Seattle wouldn't go for a wide receiver now. Plus, give Geno Smith some help. If not wide receiver, give him a tight end. Take a tight end right now. I wouldn't get mad at Seattle if they did that at all. Wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. And let's face it, Geno Smith, comeback player of the year, really put Seattle in a good position last year to get better as a team. So at the end of the day, would it hurt for them to actually stay in that direction right now? Don't think so. Don't think so. So these guys are saying the same thing I'm saying. See, that's why you got to listen to Brothers Talk Ball first. That way, when you have these phony little wannabe prognosticators that tell you what they think they know, come listen to me first. Like I said, we're getting long in the tooth. But listen, Zay Flowers in the slot. Well, I could, yeah, Zay Flowers in the slot over there works for me. So it looks like Seattle's pick is in. They seem happy about it. You know what's funny? You never know what Pete Carroll or field goal defense either. You know, you gotta kind of watch Pete Carroll. Plus, I was wondering too. I think Quentin Johnston was working out with Dak. He's still on the board, and he's a big receiver. That Jack. We all know Dak loves the big receivers, right? So there's a definite possibility right there. There's a definite 100% possibility right there. Yeah. So they're thinking slot. And if it's slot receiver, right away you got to go with Zay Flowers. There's no doubt about the fact that you got to go with Zay Flowers right now. It's the only logical pick. It's the only logical pick that you can think of right now to get it in. So the pick is in. Again, everybody, if you're watching it already, excuse me, I'm on a delay. So we're going to get to the pick right now, boys and girls. First, we got to see the youth of America in Seattle with the local Boys and Girls Club. And I'm happy for them because it's the Boys and Girls Club do great work. If they're in your community and you have a chance to go to the Boys and Girls Club, please take part in them because they will change your life. In fact, every community out there needs a community center where boys and girls can get out, be active, keeps the mind occupied, keeps them out of danger, keeps them out of trouble, and keeps them focused and learning team and how to work with a team. So shout out to the Boys and Girls Club. So here we go with Seattle's pick. Okay. Yeah, they took Ejigba. Monster pick. Monster pick. Monster pick. Ejigba went number one. He was my consensus number one. And he goes to Seattle. Listen, Geno Smith is going to be very happy about that this year. Brother Angry out there in Vancouver, who I don't know why. He just sold out from his East Coast roots. But he is definitely a Seattle Seahawks fan, and he's going to be very happy with the Debo right now. Listen, best receiver in the draft came off the board. It's crazy. Came off the board at 20. Look, Seattle just got a lot better. Seattle got a lot better. Geno Smith is very, very happy right now. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The San Francisco 49ers better play some defense. They better play some defense because Seattle's coming at them. Seattle's got offense for days right now. They know exactly what they're doing, so you got to watch out for them. You got to watch out for them. I love this pick for Seattle. Seattle may be winning the draft for me right now. Actually, no. Hard to overlook Houston. Houston did some monster things in this draft, but Seattle's a close second. Yeah, I think you're right, Jerome. I think receivers are coming off the board right now. Obviously, we're going to need replacements in the Chargers. So I think another big receiver for Hubert might help. So I'm thinking Quentin Johnston's coming off the board next. But this guy's going to do, he's going to take a lot of, he's amazing in the slot. So he's slippery. He's diverse. He runs great routes. And to be honest, he looks a lot like Tyler Lockett. Smaller frame, speedy guy, but when he gets open, he's done. I mean, in the open field, when he has the ball in the open field, he's gone. and there's nothing you're going to do to stop him. I really, really, really like this pick for Seattle. I thought they should have went wide receiver. That was the way to go for them. But Pete Carroll knows what he's doing. Pete Carroll jumped in the first round, grabs his defense, shows up his defense, knows what he wants, comes right back in the next round, and for some reason is lucky enough to get the number one receiver in the draft. Look for the Seattle Seahawks, who made noise against Frisco last year, and why did they lose? They didn't have that much more help on offense. I'll tell you one thing: they got it. They got it. And everybody thinking that the San Francisco 49ers are going to run away with that division this year, think again. Think again, my friends, because I don't know if that's going to happen. But he's got a lot of players to learn from too. I mean, look at his coaches right now. He's learning from DK Metcalf, and he's looking for the player who's going to take over for him. So, yeah, monster. It's like everybody's talking about right now. He's a complimentary piece in a way where, listen, I'll put it to you this way: who are you going to cover? You're going to cover in Seattle right now. It's going to be very hard for you to cover everybody. And once you're covering them, Geno Smith can use his feet. Listen, look at the room right now. Balls out running back, balls out wide receiver core. I hate to hurt your feelings right now, but one of the best offenses in the league right now might be in Seattle. They can hit you from every angle. The quarterback has legs. The running back is maybe going to be the best running back in the league after the rookie season that he had. And you have three, and I don't mean two, but three balling out receivers. Look. It's going to be tough, man. You play in Seattle this year, pack a lunch, B, because you're going to be there for a minute. Not really me, because we already know my defense is back. We ain't throwing the ball on Dallas. You know what I mean? But I just want it to keep going the way it goes because there's still help up the middle for me in Dallas. We still have help up the middle. You know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say that. You know what? Devontae Banks. Do I want to look at a cornerback in Dallas? I don't really, but there's still a few out there. Dylan Henley's out there. If you wanted a linebacker, Trenton Simpson's out there. Look, offensive tackles. We have Harrison, and we still have Munch, man. There's still work we could do on the offensive side of the ball. Listen, I'm trying hard to be partial right here, man, but I'm getting excited. We're getting closer to 26. So we got 15 minutes left, guys. 15 minutes, or I'm just going to stop and come back for the Dallas pick. Because I got to wrap it up. It's getting late here. And I didn't soundproof my studio yet, so that's what you got to do with kids. When you're independent, you got to work around things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here we go, man. The pick is in. The pick is in for Justin Herbert. I think me and my cousin are on the same page here. I'm thinking Quentin Johnston, 2 reasons. Consensus over the year was he was actually the number 1 receiver in the league, and he's a big target. And Justin Herbert likes big targets. Plus, he's losing one of the kids right now. You know what I mean? One of his boys is going to go off the edge right now. Plus, is he taking a dip? One thing that has to happen with the Chargers now, I think more than ever, because the running backs are gone, they're going to have to sign Eckler, which is good. It's not a bad thing. If you've already seen the pick, don't worry about it. I got the pick coming in right now. There we go. Quentin Johnston. There we go. This is the easy pick. It's the easy pick for the Chargers. I mean, big body, physical, got speed, and he's playing under veterans right now. And listen, more than anything, he has a quarterback that's going to get him the ball. I don't think there could have been a better space for him to land in. And I think he's going to make the Chargers good for a while. What does that mean for the Chargers, though? Very simple. You got to sign Eckler. You have to. And the funny thing about the Chargers is, I really felt that the Chargers up until this point were actually going to make a draft trade. I thought they were going to try and get some capital for Eckler. Obviously, there's no lookers out there. I'm pretty sure they made some calls. But listen, I saw this coming. I knew this was going to come here. I'm going to make my call for number 25 because the Giants pick at 25. They're going to take Flowers. And I'll tell you what, they better. They better take Zay Flowers because if they don't, I don't think this is the time. Listen, the Giants need offensive linemen more than anybody, but they need receivers. They need receivers. And Quentin Johnson, okay, Najigba, and your boy Zay Flowers are the number 3 receivers in the league. The Giants got to get that ball in somebody's hands. I know they're not next, but I'm just looking ahead. But right now, we got to go to Los Angeles right now. Look, what is there to say about the Rams? Actually, let me make sure the Rams are right now. Hold on. Okay, so let me give this to you right now. The Ravens are up next, right? So we're at 22 right now. So the Ravens are up now. And look, let's tell the truth about the Ravens, okay? Lamar Jackson just signed. You have Lamar Jackson that just signed. You had Odell Beckham Jr., who is in the building now. Who is in the building right now? So what can we say? What can we say? Odell Beckham Jr. is in the building. I thought they were going to definitely go for running back right now. Listen. This is hard, man. They finally got to listen. Just give Lamar Jackson a receiver for me. Give him Zay Flowers and watch the fun. You know what I mean? Give him Zay Flowers right now and watch the fun. Number one, to do 2 things. You keep him out of the Giants' hand. Their season's over. Finished. But also, that'd be fun to watch, wouldn't it? I mean, if you have Dobbins coming back, you have the backfield kind of shored up. You got Odell and you got Zay Flowers in the middle, and that might be fun to watch. But as we already know, the Ravens make their money on defense, and they pride themselves on being a defensive team. And we know they like linebackers. You know, you got Dylan Henley out there, and you got Trenton Simpson out there at linebacker. 2 monsters, and actually 2 Ravens. If it was a season where, you know what I mean, where they didn't really need receiver help, one of those 2 was coming in at linebacker. They can use an edge rusher, but let's look at what they have. They have a really talented tight end. They now have a receiver on one side. If you put Zay Flowers in the slot, look, you're going to see a lot of fun in Baltimore right now. There's going to be a lot of fun in Baltimore. In fact, it's done now. On my ticker, it might be a little further for you. Nolan Smith, huh? Yeah, okay. I know Zay Flowers is small. I know he's small in you know, but Jerome has been saying Nolan Smith for about the last hour and a half, so he's got to go somewhere. I don't see him here. I just want Lamar Jackson to have fun. And if he's gonna play GM, like Aaron Rodgers gets to play GM, then give him a receiver. Give him a receiver. Mazzy Smith's still out there too. If they want to shore up the offensive line, they still have offensive line up out there. And also they have defensive Jerome. Don't get me crazy here, but there's still defensive tackles left in Dallas. I mean, there's still names out here, man. I mean, Kansi's gone, but Smith is still there. Brooks is still there. The African brother's still there. I'll tell you his name. Adami Ware, I call him out of BC. So let's just say that the Cowboys draft out of BC. That beautiful black defensive tackle. I love that brother. I love that brother. And I was thinking, what they can communicate in Afrikaans in Dallas. Oh, brother inside, I love it. All brother interior in Dallas. Am I thinking ahead? Yeah, I don't care. So my draft board is still kind of there's still names out here. Obviously, the big names are gone, but listen, I'm not saying they can't use an edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? And Nolan Smith is like the tightest edge rusher that's out there now, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. But I would really love for them, the Buccaneers pickers, and I would really love for them to pick up a wide receiver right now, just to have fun, just to give an outside threat, an inside threat to Lamar, who they just signed, who can use his feet because he has receivers that can spread the field and kill people. A lot of fun. And let's face it, if they're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC, they're going to have a quarterback that's mobile enough to actually get away from these, but stay on the field. And having another wide receiver for him would actually do that. Because let's just face it, is Odell going to be the Odell he was before three major surgeries and be able to still get down the field and draw attention away? You know who can do that? Zay Flowers can do that for you. My cousin wants? My cousin wants Nolan Smith. That's what my cousin wants. And the reason why he wants Nolan Smith is because he loves defense and he loves people that punch people in the mouth because that's what he likes. But Nolan Smith was maybe arguably top 1 to 3 edge rushers in the draft this year. Surprising that he went this late. And they have him third on the board right now. So I don't want to say the D word. I don't want to say the D word, Jerome. I don't want to say the D word. And let me just look ahead just a little bit if I can. Because I know 23. If Zay Flowers doesn't go right now, I'm going to be scared, and I'll tell you why in a second. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Oh my gosh, it's going to be fun in Baltimore. If you're a Ravens fan, Tony Barksdale right now. Tony Barksdale, I'm going to call you either tonight or tomorrow. Tony Barksdale right now. It's going to be fun. By the way, did 2 things at the same time. Minnesota, sorry. Giants, season's over. Because the scary thing was if we put Zay Flowers in the middle with Justin Jefferson, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I can't believe Minnesota didn't make a move to jump up somewhere to grab a receiver. I'm very surprised at that. Knowing that they got rid of Alan Thielen. Very surprised with that. Look for them to be taking the tight end. Myers is going to Minnesota next. That's guaranteed. They've got to get Justin Jefferson somehow. They've got to take that tight end right now. What do the Giants do now? The fuck do the Giants do? Top 3 receivers are gone. They overpaid and paid Danny Dimes for no reason. Giants are in massive trouble, my friends. And I don't mean to get too far ahead. But this is the pick that I wanted for Baltimore. It's going to be fun in Baltimore. And number 1, the team that has to be the most worried about this is the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals. Because it doesn't look like the Baltimore's offense is anemic anymore. It looks like it's a problem. And I'm gonna lie to you, I love Zay Flowers. I was actually really scared that he was gonna go to the Giants. And then I remembered that Minnesota needed a receiver before him. Listen, if you put him with Justin Jefferson, I'll tell you something right now, B. Get a problem. And Jerome, you're right. I mean, the floodgates open, and here we go. It's receiver time, right? And listen, and not to say there's not still good receivers out there, but my top three is gone. We still got Jordan Addison. We still got Josh Downs. I mean, there's still receivers out there. And Trust me when I tell you, Minnesota has to take a receiver right now. Let's not get it twisted. But I really believe they're going to go with that tight end. Taylor made for him. Yeah, and he's a Southern brother too, so you know he's ready to get down. Um, listen, I know I'm a guru. Like I know I'm a guru. I know I can pick these picks for you, drop my hat. I do the research so you don't have to. You come to Brothers Talk Ball to hear the real. Now, obviously, Drunk McNasty's been gone, so we can sit down here and really talk about what's going on in this draft. And I think since Drunk McNasty's been gone, I haven't mentioned the pick since. But I think that's what's going on right now, man. What's going on is the things that shape up in the end of the draft. And I'll tell you what, I like the end of this draft a bit better than I like the beginning of the draft because it was like gun fed at the OK Corral. A lot of things we didn't understand. I'm still not going to understand that Detroit thing. But the thing that I like about what's going on in the draft right now are things that are being done for needs on teams that really like make a difference. Lamar Jackson, nice. Zay Flowers and Odell. Oh my gosh, that's a problem for anybody. And don't forget, you got Mark Andrews at tight end. Yo. Baltimore Ravens are a problem, baby. Not only is Adam Thielen done, Jerome, he's gone. They traded him. He's out. And now that Adam Thielen's gone, they need a receiver. But listen, Minnesota, this whole draft, what do I have? Their number one need is a receiver. They have to take a receiver. And I'll tell you what, if their pick is already in, it's because they know they need a receiver. So I think, and Jerome, if I'm not mistaken, Alan Thielen went to Carolina. He's in Carolina with a new quarterback. So let's see how that goes. But like I said, I think he's done too. So we're looking at Minnesota right now. And I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind if Minnesota takes another receiver too. I'll be honest with you, man. Somebody tell me what the Giants were doing, sitting down doing nothing, waiting for something to come to them. Why did the Giants not like? What do they think? And watch them do something stupid like not take an offensive lineman. I don't get the Giants at all, man. I don't know what they think Danny Dimes is and what they think they have in this guy, but no. Listen, I don't think it's over for Kirk Cousins, but it might be now because he has no receivers. But do they go and get Hooker now? On my draft board right now, it says Minnesota Vikings Hooker. I got Hooker going here right now. But Addison's the dude they got to take. Addison's the dude they got to take right now. If they don't take Addison, they got to take Myers. They got to take the tight end. They have to take the tight end. And they got Kennard too. Kennard's another one. I mean, nobody's talking about Kennard, but everybody likes Myers. But whatever Minnesota does now, they got to take somebody who can catch the ball, period. By the way, Jerome, make the call right now. Nolan Smith is going to the Jaguars. Guaranteed. I'm going to guarantee that right now because they don't need a lot of help on the offensive side of the ball. Like, Lawrence is going to be a problem. Nobody wants to understand me when I talk about that. Jacob Lawrence is going to be a problem with the Jaguars. That dude is nice. I don't think they're going to take the quarterback in the future right now, but they might, man. But listen, if they take a quarterback, it's because they're in a rebuild. If they take a tight end or they take a receiver right now, it's because they believe they can still win. They're believing they can still win. So let's take a look at it, man, because this is real right now. You know what I mean? This is very, very real right now. So, okay, so give me your call right now, Jerome. I'm going to say, or anybody out there that's watching right now, I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings, if they go defense to crazy, watch them do something stupid like take Nolan Smith and just be like, what? They need somebody that can catch the ball. And I don't care in what position. I don't care if it's tight end. I do not care if it's a pass catching running back. I do not care if it's a wide receiver. But Addison's built for them. And I like Addison going to them right now. But if they're not going to take Addison, they better take one of them patch catching tight ends. but they got to take somebody. They got to take somebody. And why did they not jump up when they saw the wide receiver? Maybe because they knew they can have Addison. Maybe they wanted him. But I think they needed Addison. And why are they taking so long? Like, I can't believe they're waiting this long on the clock. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Jerome. I say tight end too, man. I say they take a tight end too. Listen, they got to take somebody who can put that ball in his hands, period. Because at the end of the day, or let's be real right now. If the Minnesota Vikings take a quarterback right now, they are in a 100% rebuild. And there's absolutely no denying it. There's no denying it whatsoever. I don't know if this is the year. I don't know if this is the year they take a quarterback. I know, but listen, they're happy. So that kind of happiness is Addison. I think they're going with the wide receiver Addison to complement Justin Jefferson, or a tight end. But that clapping felt like Addison. That clapping felt like Addison. But their pick is in, and they're happy about it. If you're watching me guys for the last part of the draft, we're only here for a few more minutes. We got to get off the air soon. After the Cowboys pick, of course. Thank you for joining us for the 6th year in a row of the NFL draft. And I'm sorry for cutting it off early for you. We're building the studio now. We're soundproofing it soon, so this won't happen again. And I was going to do it on the road, but it's just been a long week of work, and I didn't want to drag it out, but don't worry about that. But this will be the last year you do it. And look for a new look for Brothers Talk Ball coming up in the next season. New look. All new. So let's get to the Vikings pick right now. If you're on a delay, you already know. I'm going to tell you in a second. Here we go. Yeah. They took Addison. Yeah, you're right, Jerome. And let's face it, Jerome. That's a really, really good pick for them because it keeps them in the mix now. Obviously, it puts Kirk Cousins on the hot seat of like, you got to show and prove now because you got 2 young bucks. You got 2 young bucks that can catch the ball now. So, and let's tell the truth. That is a major upgrade from Thielen right now. So they should be better on the offensive side of the ball. They should be better on the offensive side of the ball. There's no doubt about that. The Giants actually moved up. I think they traded up. Did they trade up? Take a look at this, kids, because I have. Doesn't make sense to me this now. I think the Giants traded. The Giants traded the. Okay, so the Giants traded for the next 2 picks. Okay. Giants go wide receiver and then tight end. Can we? No. First of all, Nolan Smith is going to the Giants. So to work with Thibodeau, and you can have him. You need him. Look, Jordan Addison's going to be a problem in Minnesota. If you're Ryan Weeks, you're very happy right now because you just replaced Alan Thielen and you replaced him like big time. Yeah, they're going to be kind of scary on offense right now. So I don't think they took a step back. Again, every year, which is the problem always with the Minnesota Vikings, is Kirk Cousins. But he really is going to stand out if he doesn't win with these 2 this year because he has 2 ballers at receiver. There is absolutely no doubt about that. Like, and it's not debatable. There's nothing about that that's debatable. Okay, sorry, Jerome. So the Giants moved up 1 spot with so they had to move up for receiver. So either they're taking a tight end or they're going to take. I'll tell you what they're going to take right now. They're going to go Josh Downs. They could go Tyler Scott, but I don't like Tyler Scott. I think they go Josh Downs right now. If they don't go Josh Downs, they're taking a tight end right now. If they don't take a tight end, they're crazy. Which means, oh my gosh, the Jaguars got an edge rusher. I said it. I said Nolan Smith's going to the Jaguars. Wow. So, okay. Giants, please screw this up. Take Nolan Smith. Please screw this up and take an edge rusher. And don't protect Danny Dimes and don't give him another hand to throw the ball into. Please show us how dumb you are, Giants. Show us how dumb you really are. Okay, their pick is in, so they knew who they wanted. So listen, the Giants have one of two choices. One of two choices. Wide receiver or tight end. Hold on, give it to me, Jerome. Who do you got for the Giants? Jerome, tell me who you think the Giants got right now. But the New York Football Giants have only one of two choices. They're either going to grab one of the tight ends going on right now or one of the receivers right now. If they grab a receiver, for me, the receiver that they're going to grab is Josh Downs. Out of I think it's in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. Um, if they don't grab a receiver, I don't know what to tell you, man. Let me see what my cousin says. Jerome, if they take Nolan Smith, like, here's the thing. If the Giants take Nolan Smith, that's the stupidest thing that they can do. If the Giants take Nolan Smith, what that means is they're gonna have a defense that can't stay on the field because their offense is anemic. And I know Saquon Barkley's coming back, but for how long? Does he stay on the field the whole season? And it still doesn't change the fact that you don't have a number one receiver on your football team. Now, if you want to believe that your defense is going to keep every offense on the field long enough that you don't have to worry about it, good luck with that. As you've seen going on in this draft, there are a lot of potent offenses going on in this league. And I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, New York Football Giants, but Jalen Carter is now in our division and it's going to wreak havoc on everybody. It's going to wreck shop on everybody. The Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to tell you right now, as much as it hurts my soul to say it, are the favorites to go back to the NFC and to the Super Bowl in the NFC. I'm just sorry. But okay, let me speak. I'm speaking out of turn right now. They lost a lot of players on defense. They didn't lose their core players. They lost a lot of players on defense. So that's okay. I may be speaking out of turn right now. I like the move they made. I think it's a brilliant move for them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna hate. But let's be real about something, Giants. If you don't give your offense anything to work with on the field right now, I don't know what to tell you, man. Giants, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really have no idea what to tell you. I said it before. Nolan Smith is going to Jaguars. But if you mess that up and take Nolan Smith right now, thinking your defense is going to shut everybody down and you're nice and in the building, do you be? Do you be? Because don't forget, man, Miles Murphy's still out there. Miles Murphy might be a bit better. I know Jerome likes like Nolan Smith, but Miles Murphy might be a bit better than him on the edge, man. And don't get it. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But listen, Giants, take somebody that can catch the ball right now, B. Like don't do this to yourself or to your fan base, man. Don't do this to yourself or your fan base. Take right now, grab Josh Downs, man. Do yourself a favor, man. Don't mess this up, B. Don't mess this up. Like, don't do this, man. Okay, here we go. Their pick is in. You know before me, but I'm finding out right now. That we know. Okay, let's figure this out right now. The New York Football Giants just took a cornerback. Wow, wow. In the words of Jerome Whitson, man, thank you. I don't even know what to tell you right now, B. I don't even know what to tell you right now. Okay, let's just say, for argument's sake, you wanted to go on defense. Corner? Corner. And, 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 okay, and, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me figure this out for you right now. And on top of that, no, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. But who's going to catch the ball for you? New York Football Giants? Who is catching the football in New York? Yeah, I mean, wow, wow. Okay, I don't mind the Bills moving up because the Bills are grabbing a wide receiver. I don't mind, and even if the Bills don't grab a wide receiver, you know what? Take a tight end. No, you got Knox. They don't need a tight end, but just take receiver. They know they need a receiver. Okay, interesting tidbit. Jerome, Nolan Smith's available to the Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't have a problem taking him. I'm telling you right now, who I would take though, who I would take is I would take the African brother, the defensive tackle. Let me try and pronounce his name without butchering it. Adibaware. I would love Adibaware to clog up the middle. I would not have a problem with that brother at all. Outside of him, I wouldn't have a problem with putting him on the edge, Nolan Smith on the edge, moving Micah back to linebacker and killing people. Because at least we're still going to get pressure up the middle. Like, if we're not going to create pressure in the middle by having a defensive tackle moving the pile up, at least we can get Micah back in the middle and causing trouble. So would I get mad at Nolan Smith being a Dallas Cowboy? No. No, I wouldn't get mad at that either. Because I don't think the Bills are moving up for him. I think we know the Bills need a wide receiver. I mean, all they have is Davis and Diggs. And we're going to talk about it closer in the next season. I'm going to tell you something right now between me and you. Josh Allen is the quarterback that I think is going to take the biggest fall this year. We saw signs of it at the end of last year. Him and Diggs were on that sideline arguing with each other. He wasn't giving Diggs the ball. He was second guessing everything he was doing. And listen, the word is out, man. Josh Allen is telling everybody he doesn't know how to win. Everything that everybody says about Dak, you say about Josh Allen. You can't say it's not the same. Josh Allen is not proving that he can win in the NFL. So for me, there's no point in knocking down the wall and saying he's the man and all of that. There's no point in doing that. Because at the end of the day, he needs help. Now, are the Bills going to come out and give him a receiver? They better get him a receiver because they're going to need one. And speaking of needing a receiver, why don't the Bills just go and get D-Hop and the noise, man? Go get D-Hop and the noise, then you're nice. Everybody's sleeping on D-Hop. The problem with D-Hop is he demands too much money. But put it in the trade that you got to cover some of the money in principle, take some of the hit. I don't care. The Bills can go get a tight end. I'm not crazy about having a tight end. I'd rather defensive tackle anyway. And at the end of the day, none of that, they got Knox. If they want Knox, okay, obviously they don't believe in Knox. Seems like they don't believe in Knox. And to jump over me to get a tight end, it don't bother me. Like like, Jerome, tell me the truth, man. The young bucks we got at tight end right now, they don't bother me. Again, not only did the Giants make that trade, they got raped. They got raped. They gave away all that draft capital to get a DB. Granted, he's still on my list, but they got raped. Fucking Giants, get out of here, man. Get away. You know what I mean? Like, Giants are wild. Giants gave away all kind of draft capital to move them. Get out of here, man. Giants think they're better than they are, and Giants just had a good season with a coach that everybody listened to. But when they don't win this year, nobody listens to them after. Get out of here. Giants need to get out of my face. Commanders, forget that. I'm looking at Philly right now, man. Philly ain't throwing the ball on me. That's for sure. Go grab a tight end. I don't care. Let's see what Buffalo wants. Unless they wanted. Oh, you can have him. You can have him. You can have him. Look, Myers and Kincaid were looking at being the number one and number two tight end in the draft, right? I don't care if I get either one of them. I could take one of them. Okay, whatever. Especially because if I'm going to get a tight end, I want a tight end that can block. I'd rather have a blocking tight end than a catching tight end because at the end of the day, I'd rather protect Dak anyway. Keep him. I don't even care. And I'll tell you what, it makes sense for Buffalo anyway because Buffalo needs hands out there. It's a good pick for Buffalo. It's an amazing pick for Buffalo. Don't bother me. I don't know who's ever telling everybody Dallas needs a tight end that bad. I don't need a tight end that bad. I got two young bucks at tight end that want to put in that work. Plus, I get 16 million after the draft on Zeke's money. I can get a vet. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. I mean, Kincaid's happy because he's going to the Bills. Obviously, he's going to it. Josh Allen gets a bit better, but yo, it's a very, 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 very smart pick for Buffalo. Not gonna lie, very, very, very smart pick for them. But I'll tell you what, it don't bother me. My number one need wasn't a tight end for me. My number one need, I want a defensive tackle. And if I can get that African brother right now, I'll go to bed happy. By the way, this is going to be our last pick. I'm sorry, I got to close the draft down early, but we're going to be done after this pick, guys. And I'll be here. I got a double tomorrow, so I'll be here on the weekend to wrap up the draft with you. And then by then, I'll have more rounds to show you what the Cowboys did, so we can talk about it. You know, and maybe I'll do C Nation on the weekend, so we can talk real football and not the rest of the draft and all of that. We can talk about what the boys did. But Dallas is in right now, right? So Cowboys are on the clock. Wouldn't okay? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. By the way, the Dallas Cowboys are very interested in Hooker. I think if he drops down to the second round, we may think about him. If he drops down to the second or third round, we may think about him. Yo, yo, B, you said it, Jerome. I want Nolan Smith so bad right now. Yo, Nolan Smith would be so good right now. Jerome, I'm not gonna say nothing. Don't say nothing to me about the pick. I'll say it to you after the pick is done. But I want to see if I'm going to bed happy. You and me both. They've been talking about this kid from Notre Dame for the last I don't know how long, but Nolan Smith never was supposed to fall like this. You know how bad I'll take Nolan Smith right now? I either want Nolan Smith, a defensive tackle, or an offensive lineman. One of those three. Don't even say tight end to me. I'll be forced to have to eat it. But like this is the first round. This is the first round. You want the best player on the board. There's no doubt about the fact that the best player on this board right now is Nolan Smith. And I'll tell you what, if we get Nolan Smith on that defense, we have Tank Williams, we have his replacement, we have trade material for the other. Come on, man. This is a win-win. Nolan Smith as a Dallas Cowboy right now is a win-win. It's a win-win. And don't forget corner. No, but we don't really need corner. They're saying corner right now, but we don't need because Bland is there. Bland is nice. That's true too. Nolan Smith. See, I told you about Myers too, B. I told you about Myers too. And I told you about Murphy. Murphy's another edge player. You know what? I didn't know Porter was still there. Joey Porter Jr. is nice though at DB. Yo. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the Cowboys are really happy. They're really happy. I hope they're really not happy about a tight end though. But we're gonna watch this together because the Cowboys are really happy. They're really happy. So I'm thinking Nolan Smith. If we listen, now I don't want to get excited. Now I don't want to get excited. Now I don't want to get excited. I mean in the building and all of that. But I like the way they're happy. Listen. Listen. There's a lot of shit that can go down right now, B. That's it. That's it. Listen, I want anything that can stop the run right now and anything that can get to the quarterback. That's all I want. I'm not even worried about it tight end and all of that right now. So I'm getting excited and all of that. Look, Charbonnet's nice too. I didn't even think that Charbonnet's nice too, though. Look, Charbonnet's nice. Look, give me anything except tight end, man. I'll take a tight end because I have to and I have to love him. But come on, man. And the Bills jumping up because they thought we wanted Kennard. Nah, B. I mean, he's nice. I'm not saying he's, but keep him in Buffalo. You go play with them over there. This is facts. This is facts. Okay, Jerome, you may know it now. I'm gonna get to you after the pick. I'm gonna get to you after the pick because I want my excitement level on high. If they say Nolan Smith, I'm going to bed happy. Joey Porter Jr., I'm going to bed happy. The African brother, I'm going to bed happy. Everybody's booing because they love us. Oh, yes. Maji Smith is nice. Yo, I love that pick. I got him number 3 on my board, man. I got him number 3 on my board, B. Oh, yeah. You know why I love it? We can finally stop the run, B. I love the way they're doing this. He's a big load. He clogs up the middle, and his only job is to get upfield. I love it. What did I tell you I wanted? Anything that stops the run. And I got a run stopper. I got a run stopper. You understand? I got somebody to stop the run. Not only does he stop the run, you know what he does? He's a problem for you in the middle. He gets Micah Parsons going downfield. Fuck all of that. I love the pick. Mozzie Smith is nice. Mozzie Smith is nice. Yo, Mozzie Smith was the number one run stopper in the draft at defensive tackle. Dude, Dallas Cowboys right now played the smartest play they could have played. Now, we all know Nolan Smith is the sexy pick. I'm turning this off right now. We all know Nolan Smith is the sexy pick. He's the sexy pick. He's the big name. He's the edge rusher. But let's just face it. Unless you wanted to replace Tank this year, you don't get him. But what do you take? You take the number one run stopping defensive tackle in the game. And you know what you can't do to Dallas right now? You can't run up the middle. You know what that means? That means your receivers aren't catching balls because we got danger out there, B. There's sharks in them waters in Dallas. And you know what we needed your quarterback not to have? That little bit of, no, give your quarterback a little bit of extra time. Nobody's open against Dallas. You feel me? Nobody. Cousin Jerome, I'm going to holler at you tomorrow. No, you know what? I'm going to holler at you in the weekend after the draft is over. We're going to cover the whole draft together. And thank you for joining me. Year 6 straight of the NFL draft. You saw what happened to, let's not even go over that disaster. He'll watch the rest of this tomorrow. But at the end of the day, guys, I am very, 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 very happy with what I got. The only thing that I wanted coming out of this draft for the Dallas Cowboys was a defensive tackle. And I can't believe the Dallas Cowboys stayed on board and went with the best defensive tackle for what the need of the team was. The team needed run stopping up the middle. Now that you cannot run the ball up the middle with Odezie Watt on the other side of Smith, we're going to eat food in Dallas. We're going to eat food. All right. I'm signing off. This is me, your board certified fantasy football and all sports guru. This has been the 2013 NFL draft. This is Brothers Talk Ball. As always, nothing but love from the guru. Y'all take care. And we will see you coming up this week. And this weekend, we're going to cover the whole draft for you on Brothers Talk Ball and on C Nation and let you know what it meant for the Dallas Cowboys. Right now, round 1, very happy what the Cowboys did. Y'all have a nice night.